Will play for the consolation spot. Tomorrow's first game for the consolation will begin at 1 p.m. and the championship game will commence at approximately 2:30. Now, our athletes would like to show their support and commitment to sportsmanship. We understand this commitment to include respect, responsibility, and restraint. It is citizenship in action. We invite each of you to join in making this a positive experience for everyone this afternoon. Now we ask you to rise. Gentlemen, kindly remove your caps to join us in our pregame invocation, followed by our national anthem. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Ghost. Lord, we ask you to bless each of these ball players and all who are gathered here. We pray that everyone bears in mind that tonight's competition is simply a ball game. Please guide our actions both on and off the court to reflect your teachings at all times. Grant, we pray that tonight each player is able to compete with a strong body, a clear mind, and a pure heart. We ask this through your Son, our Lord Jesus Christ. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Ghost. Amen. The privilege of this event is made possible and preserved by those who have fought and those who continue to fight for the freedoms we enjoy. Let us now honor and respect their efforts and sacrifices. All veterans, we encourage you to render the appropriate salute. And everyone else, please place your hand over your heart as we proudly sing our national anthem.
All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome in to another presentation of Boys Varsity High School basketball here tonight. We're bringing you the TC Invitational Tournament. We've got 4 teams coming from downstate to take on the Traverse City St. Francis Gladiators, the host school. Charles Strail along with Noah Backus here from Traverse City St. Francis High School. In the first game of tonight's doubleheader, we have the Saginaw Nouvel taking on Grand Rapids West Catholic. Noah, ooh, I know that we had some prep time to go over. Yes. What are you looking forward to, and who might stand out for each of these two teams here tonight?
I'm excited about this game right here. We got a division up matchup here for Nouvel, and talking to the coach, Mike Kessler, before the game tonight, he's really going to be off the backs of their senior guard, RJ Kelly, 6'2". He's about averaging 19 points a game, and he knows he's got to go off of him tonight, playing aggressive as well. But they're also going to be looking at Kobe Box, a freshman, number 11 today. He's averaging around 12 to 13 points a game. So look for those two guards on Nouvel. And on the other side, West Catholic, they're really going to be looking to establish their defense and their tempo. Coach says they're really built off of a big program that's leaned on team ball, but they will be playing through Connor, number 3 today, Charles. So it should be a good one.
Looking forward to this one here tonight in the first of 2 games, as we should see some really good basketball here. Both of these teams have played a very competitive schedule so far, Noah, and one of the things that we want to look for always are those matchups. And we
yes, indeed,
are interested in good matchups here, and we're interested in good basketball and bringing that to you, and hopefully we're able to do that here this evening, as the tip is won by Grand Rapids West Catholic. Bringing it down for the Falcons is Grady Augustin.
Looks like Nouvel is going to be in a 2-3 zone here, looking like they're already knowing that they're going to go up against a bigger divisional team. Going to really establish that zone, that defense, protect the paint, Charles.
Yeah, especially the way that the Falcons want to play. the height and size advantage, you would say, favors Nouvel.
100%.
That almost got a little body bump there in the Lake Michigan Conference. That's a foul.
Yeah.
But not out here tonight. So I like the way that these officials are already going to be letting these players play.
100%. Courtney, 23 down low, definitely seems like he's going to be a big force down there. Great look for Connor, their point guard. Definitely the guy that runs this offense, the quarterback of the team.
Yeah, that was Connor Olszewski scoring it. Down low inside was Caleb Opoff. Or no, it was number 5, Jack Goldeski, and 2 points on the board so far.
Just a bad turnover here for Nouvel, trying to establish their offense. Little pregame jitters, Charles, trying to get that out, get the feel good.
Coming back in.
You know, if you were to tell me these are 2 different divisions playing against each other, you wouldn't really notice it with the matchups. Nouvel is definitely a bigger team, definitely looking like somebody that can compete within this division right now.
Yeah, we'll see how each of these 2 teams, obviously Nouvel coming out in that zone, are they able to block out from there as you see that rebounded and taken by Ty Murray.
And this is what they want to do, push the pace, Kobe guard.
Yeah, that was Kobe box up top, unable to get that. Close range shot, though. Proximity to the basket is something that the Cougars want to get.
Good offensive rebound. And one.
Woo, right there for Grady Augustine. And he's going to get that one. First foul called against the Panthers. And right there, it's so often in basketball, though, if you miss a layup, the other team comes back and makes a layup.
100%. And you've seen right there, both teams trying to play tempo. Both coaches made that an emphasis that they both want to get up and down the court. Both teams like to establish pace. So I'd like to see that transition ball for both teams.
Free throw good for Augustine, and it's a 5-0 start for the West Catholic Falcons over the Nouvel Catholic Central Panthers.
Nouvel looking like they're about to set up a play here. First set of the game for them.
Trying to get something going up on a flex cut action, just a little motion offense, screen and rescreen.
They're running their best player on the baseline, number 10, senior guard, R.J. Kelly.
Here we go. We got an empty side ball screen up top. Kelly's going to pull up, knocks it down. The Falcons a little late in that ball screen action, and Kelly took advantage of it for the first made triple of the game. Nice action there by the Panthers.
Great read by the senior guard, R.J. Kelly, one of that averages 19 points for this team, and they're going to be playing off the backs of him, so great to see him get going early.
If the Panthers can stay in set defense, I think they like their chances as there's a nice weak side cut and good rotation from the Panthers. This zone looks like something that they've practiced a lot, not just something that they've come up north with to throw out here tonight.
Yeah, coach was definitely prepared for this matchup, but you know what I like out of the West Catholic? They're very calm in this. Obviously, you don't like that path right there, but they're very calm at just trying to set up, get a good look, not be too aggressive within the zone.
Here's Foley bringing the ball down for the Panthers. Just going back to this ball screen action, looking to get Courtney Birch involved as he is the big man in the paint.
Good reject the screen right there.
So, Noah, that's back-to-back possessions there where R.J. Kelly's been able to use a ball screen or reject it and either get an open look or get to the basket.
Yeah.
What does Grand Rapids West Catholic need to do to not let that be so easy?
Well, I think you need to be communicating. I don't see too much communication going on within the picker and the ball defender. But I think what they really need to do is they're drawing that pick out of the perimeter, which is opening up a lot of driving lanes. So I would like to see some help defense on the offside, really make it seem like R.J. Kelly can't drive with a free driving lane. But it's going to be one they're going to communicate with and try to figure out. That seems like the two-man game they want to do.
All 5 points so far scored by R.J. Kelly for the Panthers, and we're knotted up at 5 points apiece. 5-0 run here.
Jumping into man right here.
Yeah, exactly. Just being able to show different defenses, trying to keep the Falcons off guard.
And Coach Mike Kessler said he really is going to lean off the aggressiveness on their defense. They play aggressive all year, and that's what they want to do. They want to make you turn turnovers over. They want to get you playing fast. That's their M.O.
Open three-pointer. That's down the hatch.
Lefty.
Nice shot by Jael Dojugum.
We're going to go with that. Sorry about that pronunciation.
So we're Jael Dojugum knocking that one down. We'll get that affirmed here. There's a steal, first steal of the game. Turnover in the hands of Augustine, and Augustine is going to miss it shortly near the rim. Rebound comes out to Kelly, now up to Foley. 8-5 game. and Augustine takes a seat after he knocks it out of bounds. It'll stay here with the Panthers.
Great hustle by senior guard, number 5, Ty. Get that steal. Missed that layup. Kind of was going a little bit too fast on that breakaway layup, but love to see the action.
Kelly catches in the corner up to Foley now. Let's see if they go back to that ball screen action with Birch. This time he pops. He's going to take the three-pointer.
Okay.
And this one's well off, rebounded underneath by the Falcons. That's Connor Olszewski bringing the ball down the floor.
He obviously has some confidence in that. We'll probably see that a couple times throughout
Another
today.
three-pointer up and rattles around and out. Birch snatches the rebound.
He's got a good touch.
You know, here's the thing. If you got a guy like Birch, I can see why you're okay playing zone. That
100%.
dude, I mean, his wingspan pretty much encompasses the whole length of the key.
He's definitely the biggest on the court, and he's showing great stamina up and down the court, running up to set his ball screen.
And that helps by playing zone defense
Definitely,
as well.
definitely.
Here comes the high pick and roll.
This
Birch,
is definitely their main action right here.
right here. Oh, they almost had the dive. They got a mismatch. Burt in the paint. He gets
Good look.
and he scores it.
He's going to be a problem today, Charles.
Exactly. Just being able to dive to the basket. They didn't hit it initially.
Yep.
But good ball reversal and the assist there to Ty Emery, finding Birch down in the paint. Olszewski puts on the wheels, Euro steps, gets fouled, and the Panthers, this will be their second team foul. And the Falcons, Grand Rapids West Catholic, 1 for 1 from the free throw line so far. Going back there.
And senior guard Connor is definitely who coach Bernard definitely said they're going to lean off of today. He's their quarterback of their offense, someone that conducts everything that goes on, but also someone they lean on to kind of get their offense going. So nice to see him attack, get to the free throw line, try to get these easy buckets at the line.
Coming in for the first time for the Panthers is Conrad Warden. An offensive rebound. That one's no good, however, by Godleski. And here come the Falcons, or the Panthers, excuse me. R.J. Kelly. Go ahead, Noah.
Conrad Warden checking in 32, another big player, bigger on the court for Nouvel. So they definitely got the size matchup down low, looking to go right at him.
Right there, back-to-back, 4 points in a row coming for the Nouvel Catholic Panthers. Just inside, using their size, whether it's Warden or Birch.
Simple game, big on little. Work it.
Olszewski up top. Dribble hand off to Augustine. Nice empty side slip.
Good help, though, by senior guard R.J. Kelly.
Yeah, that was great help. They had a 2-on-1 break or 2-on-1 empty side situation. Three-pointer up and off the mark for Kobe Box. And Olszewski has the rebound for the Falcons.
Good shot by Kobe. Good look. He's a freshman guard that they actually do lean on. Averages around 12 to 13 points for Nouvel. Good lefty.
Owen Hunter, number 14, as a flex cut. No good by Olszewski. And here come the Panthers pushing it up, drop it down low.
Great ball movement.
Oh, but Warden cleaning up the loose ends, flips it up, no good with the English on it. Augustine pushing it up all the way, 2-on-1 break, gliding in for two, scoring his 5th point of the game right there is Jael Jilgram.
I love that decision. Just keep it the whole way. Playing the 2-on-1 game. He knew as soon as he crossed that three-point line, he was going to get a bucket.
Kelly with the 17-foot pull-up. That one's short. Maybe it got deflected, Noah.
A little bit.
And he gets a steal in the backcourt.
Bad
Kelly
pass.
in and out dribble over to Warden, and
Gets the friendly bounce here.
He got a very friendly roll there on that one. That's one that you're just hoping you make so your coach doesn't take you out.
100%. Love R.J. Kelly just throwing it up to the rim, knowing that Warden's going to be there. Easy put back in. Good rebound by Nouvel. Both teams really pushing the pace. I love how we're getting up and down.
And there's a nice
that was
move.
nice. That was nice. R.J. Kelly getting going here.
R.J. Kelly, he's got 7 points in the game. 2 little floaters and a three-pointer. 13 to 10.
Might have got away with the walk right there.
Yeah. DeJugum with it on the corner, up top to Olszewski. Falcons definitely playing for the last shot of this first 8-minute period.
You know, you're not seeing too much action inside with West Catholic. It's a lot of, you know, passing around the perimeter, some dive cuts, but nothing really inside.
Augustine putting it up off the rim, no good. Warden and the Panthers will have one more crack at it here before the quarter ends.
Good
Murray,
look.
little show and go,
Oh.
and the flyby, but Murray unable to knock it down. So After 8 minutes in the books, we got a 13-10 lead in favor of the Saginaw Nouvel Panthers. We're going to keep it right here and just kind of tell everybody what we've got on deck here tonight, because if you're just now tuning in, we've got another game between Detroit Henry Ford and Traverse City St. Francis, and then the winners of these two games tonight will play tomorrow in the championship game and the third place game, tipping off at 1 o'clock and 2:30. So let's go back to what we just saw here between the Panthers and the Falcons, the Grand Rapids West Catholic Falcons and the Saginaw Nouvel Panthers.
Yes.
Noah, even though the stigma in basketball is zone teams aren't physical defensively,
Right.
I think that the Panthers reverse that stigma.
Yes. Very active, very aggressive at the perimeter. What I like they do is they don't just have the two guards up in the 2-3 where they're kind of playing soft. They push one at the free throw line, kind of in the middle, and the other one kind of plays aggressive and kind of is like a rover at the top. I really like that. It's more of an aggressive 2-3, and that's what the coach wanted to lean on today. He said we're an aggressive team and we're not going to sit back against this bigger program going up a division.
It'll be Nouvel Catholic basketball to begin this second quarter of play. Little dribble handoff over there. Into the game is Owen Vance for the first time, checking in here in the second quarter of play. Both teams got out of that first quarter pretty unscathed in terms of foul situations. We had 2 fouls for each team.
Yeah, you can definitely tell they're leaning on R.J. Kelly. He's been in the game the entire time, and looks like he's just the conductor of this offense, and they're looking like to get him going here off this play, off the inbounds. No good for the 3. Good rebound by Connor. Number 3 looking to push the pace. Just a behind the player pass. Going back down to Nouvel here. Love the aggressiveness to push it in transition, but got to capitalize on those.
Still just a one-score game. Each of these two teams looking to come up here, win the first of a tournament that you got to be invited to. So this is the second year in a row that the Gladiators have done this Invitational here. Last year it was at the end of December. This year end of January. It's hard to believe that we're about into February here in the boys basketball. Trying to go down low to Warden. He's able to save it. Up top, one more open jump shot. This one's off the mark for Hardy. And the tip back, no good.
Like the look, though. Like the look. He had it open. Got to put it up.
Josh Emmett drives all the way, and a block called. And this one will be an and-one opportunity here for Josh Emmett, the junior guard, coming into the game here, making an immediate impact.
Yeah, I think Jaden Hardy was just a little bit late there trying to take the charge. If that was college, he definitely would have been in the restricted area, but just a little late on that action. Love to see taking an offensive charge. Don't get too many of those in the game anymore, but love the aggressiveness out of West Catholic's guard, Josh Emmett Jr. Good minutes by the big Conrad Warden, Charles.
Yeah, he had 4 points in that stretch, Noah.
Active.
And he'll get a breather on the bench right now. This one's tapped around. This will be an offensive displacement foul called against Cass Zeman.
I like the aggressiveness, no. They need to establish some down-low rebound and some down-low girth. Sometimes you kind of like those fouls.
So, Noah, one of the key points of the game for the Falcons was to establish their tempo. Right now, I think this game's playing at Saginaw Nouvel's pace.
100%.
Here's Kelly driving in, has it stripped by Olszewski. Bodied him up and got the hand coming down as Olszewski takes it all the way, misses the layup. We got a run-out opportunity or near run-out. Good transition defense by the Falcons.
Yeah, they don't panic after a transition turnover. They get back in defense, kind of like East Jordan was against Mansalona, just really settling in that transition defense.
Over now to R.J. Kelly. Going to get this empty side pick and roll. Turns it down again, going against Olszewski. Great defense.
Hey, this is going to be a matchup.
So far,
good timeout by Mike.
R.J. Kelly has 7 points, but he's been stood up and stonewalled, got stripped on that most recent offensive possession by Olszewski, and Connor Olszewski doing a good job of just staying in front, even though probably more swift of foot is Kelly.
Yeah,
but
I would say so.
Technique-wise, Olszewski right there with him, just being able to body up.
He's got a solid base, too. He's definitely moves really good lateral. He's probably on the football field. Those that are tuning in from West Catholic probably know he's probably on the football field with that base, but I think that's going to be a key matchup for West Catholic Nouvel. You know, can Connors slow down R.J. Kelly, senior on senior? This is definitely the matchup you guys want to tune in, but could not ask for a better Friday night. Just basketball with division playing up. This is something I would have loved to do when I was in school.
Interesting to think when the Panthers will bring back Birch into the game as Kelly launches another three. Rebounded there by Emmett.
100%, yeah. Don't have any of their bigger players in right now. You definitely see that on the rebounding side.
Amat goes right inside.
Okay.
A nice little float game, and the Falcons regain the lead. Don't look now, but it's a 4-0 run by them. Kelly drives in, shut off by Oshusky.
See that help defense, too.
Yep.
They're definitely keying on Nouvel's success is predicated off of RJ getting going.
There's that pick and roll, pull-up jump shot, no good. And we've got a rebound here coming out by Zeman, but it's turned over. Good hands by Box. A little crossover behind the back, drops it down. I don't know if it was intended to do that, but it didn't go down for Jason Jimenez. Emmett one more time attacking with reckless abandon, gets fouled, missed it, but it'll go to the line for two.
I think you can definitely tell here West Catholic is trying to push the pace. Nouvel is not really deep here as they're only about running a 8-man rotation, 7-man rotation, and I think West Catholic definitely sees that, and they're really trying to push the pace. So love to see them getting up and down and really going at this Nouvel defense, especially how they've been able to set up and transition. So looks like we're going to get checked back in. Conrad Warden and Owen Vance come into play. Finally get a break for the senior guard, R.J. Kelly. Much needed rest. He seemed a little bit light there on his legs and his jump shot. So good free throw by Josh Emmett.
So it's a 6-0 run right now for the Falcons, Noah.
You can definitely tell that they're trying to push this pace. Nouvel is definitely outmanned within this deep program.
Right. Where's the offense coming from right now with Kelly and Birch both on the bench for the Panthers as well as we got a pull-up jump shot by Box.
This is where it's going to come from, the freshman, Kobe Box.
And Kobe Box just knocks it down, just playing a little isolation basketball, got a single-side ISO clear out.
You know, even though he's a freshman, coach says we lean on him to get some offense going, averaging 12 to 13 points, and he's definitely not shy out here as a freshman, really attacking pull-up jumper with the left. Real
Speaking
nice.
of somebody who's not shy, that's Amat. Free throw by Hunter, or excuse me, corner jump shot by Hunter. Got his own miss, and a cut stolen away by Owen Vance. 2-on-1, Box. Lefty lay is good.
Love seeing that. Great pass by Owen Vance.
5 points now for Box, and Box is going to get, we got a travel called before Box got the reach in. So it'll be Falcon turnover.
Yep.
I believe that's their 4th or 5th turnover so far. So Nouvel doing a better job of keeping care of the basketball so far on this one. No, but it just seems like the West Catholic Falcons are making more consistent plays.
Yep, definitely.
Inside it goes, tapped around, down low.
Their defense has really settled in now. You can definitely tell everyone's communicating well.
Ty Murray knocks
shot.
down the second made three-pointer for Nouvel, and they have a 4-point lead, a 5-0 spurt for actually a 7-0 run for the Panthers.
100%. That was a great shot by Ty. Definitely, I think he's going to be a key factor in this game. Someone that probably doesn't stand out on the stat sheet too much every night, but definitely a key factor at getting their star players going, but also to contribute on the offensive side with that three-pointer. Great inside pass from number 15.
Man, you look at that, just go Cass Zeman to Owen Hunter. That results in 3 points, and it's back to a 1-point game. Up top, a little high screen roll. Warden driving baseline, and we've got a foul on the floor called against the Falcons. Owen Vance was driving. That'll be the second team foul against the Falcons. And we've got
here comes the depth.
Yep, actually 2 starters checking back in Augustine and DeJugum.
You know, still, Charles, we haven't seen Courtney Birch yet.
Yeah.
Definitely a standout in that first quarter. Really got their offense going. You know, wonder what's going on there on the bench. Oh, looks like he just got up. He's about to check in.
Probably checking in for Warden. And Murray using that pump fake to drop a pass down low to Jimenez.
Ooh, great steal.
And stolen away. Up the floor goes to Augustine. 3-on-2 break, but great transition defense.
Great transition defense.
Under 3 to play in this second quarter.
Back to the zone.
Yeah, they're back in the zone. They get it to the high post, kick out. That's not the man to
Same thing
leave.
as last time.
Hunter knocks down another triple. That's his second triple in 3 possessions, Noah.
And you can really see what they're trying to do there. You know, put the ball inside the paint, collapse that zone, dish it right back out, wide open 3.
And a 6-0 run for
pushing the pace.
And Hunter catching it in transition. Shot fake, nice play,
He's
up
cooking.
and in off the window. He's got 8 straight points, Noah.
He's cooking.
As Hunter now has 8. It's an 8-0 run by the Falcons,
Ooh.
all by Hunter.
And this is what Coach Bernard said, that they wanted to establish the way they play, and that's pace. They want to push the tempo. They have the depth. They realize Nouvel is short man, but here comes the ringer. Here comes Courtney Birch. Here comes their star guard, R.J. Kelly, checking back in for Nouvel.
Now let's see, because right now it was 20-16, and then Owen Hunter got busy.
Got cooking.
He got busy.
He's heating up.
He's got 8 straight points, 2 made 3-pointers. Let's see who wins the last 2 minutes of this first half.
It's going to be crucial here. See if Nouvel,
They got some cookies on the floor, stolen
Active
by
hands.
Noah Gillespie. Lefty
Ooh,
lay is
good
nice.
roll.
Man, he had some English on that one.
Hey, they're playing that full court man aggressiveness, not shying away at all.
And the tempo has changed here in the last 5 minutes of the game. It's a 10-0 run right now for the Falcons.
Love to see it. Love to see it. Definitely established the way the West Catholic plays more so in the second quarter here. Nouvel, I would love to see R.J. Kelly kind of get going here at the end of the quarter, kind of get back in his rhythm. Definitely need to establish some offense here right now. Pick and roll action with their 2-man. Mid-range jumper, no good by R.J. Kelly. And back to West Catholic pushing the pace. Transition layup. Foul on number 14, Jason Jamez. And West Catholic really just trying to push the pace. I said it before, probably going to keep saying it throughout this game. This is what they want to do. They want to tire out their opponents. Looks like Nouvel is going to take a timeout here. Mike Kessler wants to talk over what's been going on in the last couple minutes, Charles.
Yeah, the last 3.5 minutes of this game, it's a 10-0 run. And the Falcons in that stretch, Noah, have gotten back to what their game plan was. They wanted to play their game and establish their tempo. They've gotten out in transition here, and they've gotten more familiar executing against the shape-shifting defenses that the Panthers are throwing at them. And in particularly, I mean, I feel like I'd be remiss if we didn't highlight the fact that Owen Hunter has got it going right now in the second quarter. He's got 8 points in the quarter, 2 for 3 from 3. He also had a great left-handed layup that he somehow got to drop in there. And in the midst of that 10-0 run, the Nouvel Panthers have had some of their more key cogs in their offense on the bench.
Definitely.
So maybe that contributed to it as well. I think if you're Nouvel, the thing that the Falcons have taken away has been that empty side pick and roll.
Yep.
And when teams take away that empty side pick and roll, you got to go back to a more motion offense.
100%.
Because, or just get more motion before you run the pick and roll so the team can't load up.
Yeah. And, you know, Courtney hasn't checked in until like 2 minutes left in the second quarter, so we haven't seen it too much. But you can definitely tell West Catholic has been talking about it in the timeouts, and they're making an emphasis to really reject that ball screen and really pack the paint. A lot of outside defense as well.
Grady Augustine going to the free throw line. And he knocks down the first of 2. No team with any substitutions right now. 11-0 run for the Falcons.
Love to see Nouvel kind of get going here towards the end.
Second free throw, no good. Rebounded by Vance. Let's see what the Panthers want to run here. I like this matchup right here between Dunjuga and Kelly. Vance drives in. Crazy layup, no good. Rebounded by Jael Dojugum. Up the floor it goes. Little empty pick and roll. Hunter with it. 8 points in the quarter. Augustine, one more. Back up top. Stolen away.
Good
Nice
active
play.
hands. Good tip up.
We've got R.J. Kelly going up top.
And
Count it
one.
and a foul.
Very much needed.
R.J. Kelly took the contact, absorbed the hit. high off the glass. It looked like he was anticipating some contest at the rim.
Right.
He got it.
Great play by Owen Vance, though. Active hands in the zone. Get a tip out. Get a transition bucket. That's something you need to kind of get the momentum back on your side as this quarter's winding out.
So we got 58 seconds left to go.
Definitely need these from the line from RJ.
Kelly puts it up and knocks it down. So he completes the three-point play. And the Panthers stemmed the tide of that 11-0 run by the Falcons. So a big bucket there by RJ Kelly. He's got 10 points to lead the Panthers as well.
Huge point. Definitely think West Catholic can probably get 2 possessions here in this last little minute.
Corner it goes. Olszewski knocks it down.
Checks in and cooks.
How about that? The West Catholic Falcons have found their stroke here in this second quarter. We've got 3 made triples. They're up by 7.
I think Nouvel plays for the last second shot.
I think they're going to play for the best shot.
You're right.
As Birch burrows his head in, carves out some space, and drops it in.
Oh,
and box
good
in the
steal.
backcourt. Now to Kelly, puts it up through contact.
Ooh.
Missed it. And we've got a scrum for the rebound. Donjuba has it. And we've got 8 seconds left to play in this first half. A golden opportunity there for Nouvel, but they turn it away. Olszewski carves out space.
Good
lefty
drive
lane
to the left
good.
side. Okay.
And how about that? Olszewski scores the final 5 points of the half for the Falcons, and they take a 7-point lead into the halftime locker room. So it started off slow, but the Falcons got things going. They found their rhythm. Most importantly, they found their shooting touch here.
Yes.
And we'll talk about that when we break it down on the halftime show here tonight. Halftime show presented by the Traverse City Cherry Capital Airport TVC, making this game possible for you to watch from the comfort of wherever you find comfort. And they want you to know that they are the Northern Michigan's local airport connection. So when you fly TVC. We'll be back in 90 seconds with our halftime show. You're watching this presentation of high school boys varsity basketball on Next Level Broadcasting. We'll be back after.
Hi, I'm Orion, but you might know me from my business, Professional Seamless Gutters, where we specialize in, you guessed it, everything gutters. New installations, replacements, cleaning, leaf guards, rain chains, and much more. But unlike other service providers, when you call Professional Seamless Gutters, you get me, Orion, not some bum intern or call center recording. So when you're contemplating any services regarding your gutters on your home or pole barn, think Professional Seamless Gutters.
Like that, always gonna pull it. Got it! London has it, left block, slams it home! The Glen Lake student section, they're pumped up.
All right, here we are at halftime to the first game of the TC Invite, and we're going to welcome you into the broadcast booth here courtside at Traverse City St. Francis. Charles Strail along with Noah Backus. Noah, we're treated to a really good first half of basketball between the Saginaw Nouvel Panthers and the Grand Rapids West Catholic Falcons. We saw the Falcons really get going in the second quarter.
Yep.
They made 3 3-pointers, and we saw individual stretches. Owen Hunter had an 8-point stretch.
Cooking.
And then Connor Olszewski had a 5-point personal run to end the
with a
quarter.
bang. Yeah.
But one thing that stood out to me is the height advantage that the Panthers had that they really weren't able to take advantage of.
Yes.
What do they got to do to kind of get going back near the basket some more?
Well, it was interesting. Courtney wasn't in that whole second quarter. You know, big man in the first quarter that really established the play for Nouvel within the two-man game with R.J. Kelly.
Yeah.
So it was really interesting. He kind of wasn't in there, kind of came in late, and you've seen him kind of get aggressive. So really like to see him get a little bit more minutes. But you might even put the two big guys in together to maybe, you know, really establish that dominance down low with Warden and Birch. But, you know, I think Nouvel is going to kind of get back. They got to go talk in the locker room, see what they got to work on. But the big thing for the Falcons is they started to play their game. They really did.
And we're talking about height. We're talking about Birch, who's 6'5", and Warden, who is a legit 6'8".
Huge.
However, the West Catholic Falcons found their offensive flow, and it all really started from the defensive end. They were able to get some turnovers, and they were able to get out some easy transition break opportunities, but more so what sped up their ability to score the basketball was just their offensive execution in the half court against the zone, or if it was man, and getting to their spots. I thought that they did a better job of not really getting pushed around and getting to the spots they wanted to operate at in the half court. And once they did that, Owen Hunter found his shooting stroke, and the confidence grew for the Falcons and continued to grow. And right now they've got a 7-point lead at halftime over the Saginaw Nouvel Panthers. Coming up in game number 2 here tonight, we'll have Detroit Henry Ford making the long drive up to Traverse City, Michigan, about a 4.5-hour drive for them. And with the snow, as we do have snow here in northern Michigan, January 30th, what else would you expect?
It's cold outside.
It's cold outside, but it's going to be heating up here in the gymnasium tonight as the Gladiators will be hosting Detroit Henry Ford. The winner of each of these 2 games will advance to the championship game tomorrow at 2:30 p.m. The third place game will be at 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. But right now, also on Next Level Broadcasting all night long, we've got 2 more games going on. We've got a Northern Shores Conference game between Charlevoix and Kingsley. That'll tip at 7 o'clock from Charlevoix High School.
It's a good one.
And then at 7:30, Gaylord St. Mary at Mansalona. Noah, you and I saw Mansalona 2 nights ago. We said this will be the week of reckoning for the Ironmen. They had a tough loss to East Jordan on Wednesday night. Now they turn around just 48 hours later, have to play Gaylord St. Mary, the tied for 3rd team in terms of Ski Valley positioning. If you're Mansalona, what do you got to do to just like kind of recalibrate?
I think they got to play their game. You know, within that East Jordan matchup, Owen wasn't on the court. Number 3, one of their star guards, junior guard. I think they just got to play their game. You know, playing that home game against East Jordan, knowing that they're top dogs. I think they kind of came out a little rattled, a little sped up, and East Jordan capitalized on it. They're a really well-coached team with Tim Smith having the experience. So I think Mansalona just got to play their game in a matchup that, you know, should be in their favor going against Gaylord St. Mary's.
It should be a good one. That'll be at 7:30 on nextlevelbroadcasting.net. So over the course of tonight, 4 games coming up on the network. So tune in, kick back, relax. We're here at 5:30 tip and bringing you all the way up until that big one tonight at 8 o'clock, Michigan versus Michigan State. So you can have the split screen going.
I know who you got.
You got the iPad, and then you can have the TV watching whatever game it is. And, you know, YouTube TV out there also getting you with the quad box. So, Noah, give me one thing for the Falcons that they can improve on here in this next 16 minutes.
Well, I really think they just want to keep playing their game. You know, Coach Bernard talked about playing team ball. You know, they do lean on their senior Connor, but for the most part, they said they really play a team-oriented ball, and you've seen that with passes inside, coming out to the top in the perimeter, 3-point shooting. So I think they just kind of want to keep playing their game that they were playing in the second quarter. And for Nouvel, I think they really got to get back into that 2-man game with Courtney and R.J. Kelly at the top, run that pick, and see what they can cook off of that.
Yeah, and see if they can get to a couple ball reversals and then get into that 2-man game. It's hard just to come down first possession, or no, with no ball rotation and get right into that two-man game because the defense is going to be able to load up
100%,
on that.
100%.
But if you get a couple of ball reversals, maybe a drive kick, and you start spraying it out.
Get that defense moving a little bit. Yep.
Exactly. It'll be interesting to see. And all that and a bunch more here in the final 16 minutes of play between the Saginaw Nouvel Panthers and the Grand Rapids West Catholic Falcons. Coming up on Next Level Broadcasting, we'll step aside and be back in a minute with the second half as coverage continues of the TC Invitational Tournament 2026 edition on Next Level Broadcast.
Hi, I'm Orion, but you might know me for my business, Professional Seamless Gutters, where we specialize in, you guessed it, everything gutters. New installations, replacements, cleaning, leaf guards, rain chains, and much more. But unlike other service providers, when you call Professional Seamless Gutters, you get me, Orion, not some bum intern or call center recording. So when you're contemplating any services regarding your gutters on your home or pole barn, think Professional Seamless Gutters.
Right back. Oh, he's going to pull it. Got it. Condon has it. Left block. Slams it home. The Glen Lake student section, they're pumped up.
Okay, welcome into the third quarter of action as we're officially underway between the Grand Rapids West Catholic Falcons and the Saginaw Nouvel Panthers. Charles Trail, Noah Back is here, Next Level Broadcasting, bringing you this one. Almost a matinee tip-off time, 5:30 Eastern Standard Time, but we got another one coming up tonight, which is why we've got two games, and one at 5:30, one at 7.
Charles Nouvel came out in a man, no zone anymore. And as well, Courtney on the bench still.
Rebound by Vance. And here come the Panthers. They get the stop to start the third quarter.
Like to see what Nouvel cooks up here. The first set out of halftime usually is one they want to kind of get going, get their best player going here.
Three-pointer up, and that one's off the heel. No good there by Box.
Freshman.
And Hunter, who had 8 first-half points, swings it now to Oshusky, tees it up, sets the puppies, but this one rattles in and out, and it's off of the Panthers. The only man down there rebounding was R.J. Kelly, so the Falcons going to get another crack at it here with a
Warden
second
was
chance.
already halfway down the court.
Yeah.
Like
Hunter inbounding for the Falcons. We got a nice matchup here between Jael DeJugum. Now we get a post touch for maybe the first time in the game, but they're going to swing this one back up top. You don't see too many post touches anymore, Noah, do you?
No, not at all, especially at the high post.
Down low it goes.
Great
Nice look and a dive to the cup and a basket for Jack Godleski.
You know, that's that man-to-man defense, something we didn't see too much of Nouvel doing, but great look underneath for the layup.
Sean Foley now over to Vance. Box going up against Augustine. That's a good matchup. No, I'm going to say Augustine was a good running back.
100%.
As R.J. Kelly loses this one out of bounds. But going back to the build of Grady Augustine, man, he's they've got him. They don't have a listing on him, but he's probably about 5'9". Looks to be about 195, 200 pounds.
Yeah, I'm not getting in the hole and tackling that running back. I'm just going to let you know that.
No.
Those one of those that we kind of just put the arms out and kind of dive towards it, you know what I mean?
I'm trying to tie his shoes.
Yeah.
I'm trying to take him out of his shoes. As that one's stolen away by
R.J.
Kelly intercepting.
Just a
Here's
lazy pass
Sean
there.
Foley with a Euro, couldn't miss it. Kelly reloads,
Need this.
and that's off the front of the rim. Augustine boards. It's a 4-on-3 break.
Pushing it. Oh, they had him on the wing over here, 14. Owen Hunter wide open.
Here comes Box streaking down the floor. Lefty
Aggressive take.
layup is good. He's got 6 points now, and every time he's like had a flash moment.
Yes, you can tell his potential. This freshman, he's going to be real nice by the time he's a senior.
Now, there's been a lot of good basketball players come out of Saginaw, Michigan, and he might be the next one.
Yeah.
That's Kobe Box.
Kind of gives me that Monte Morrison high school type of vibe. Number 11 for Flint Beecham.
Yeah.
Skinny, but really fast, quick off the dribble. You know, Falcons really establishing their offense, just taking their time, running their sets, not being sped up at all. Connor looking to take this drive. Great drive.
Yeah, we got a foul called against the Panthers, and Connor Oshowski just playing at his speed.
Yeah.
I would say that, you know, he's not the most athletic player. He's not the fastest. He's not the most quick laterally.
Yep.
But he knows how to get to his angles and use the angles that make it advantageous for him as he makes the
Kind of gives me Jalen Brunson
Yeah.
vibes. You know, not too quick, but uses his base.
very fundamental, can get to the paint, plays off of 2 feet.
Yep.
The head fake, the shoulder fake, ball fake, says this one's no good. Rebounded high by R.J. Kelly.
Oh, great read by Connor. Just sitting back playing DB, and that
And Sean Foley might have tweaked an ankle there as this one's miscommunicated. A pass to the corner, and coming up to relocate was Noah Gillespie.
Come on, Noah, you got to represent. We're supposed to be waiting in that corner. Splash. You know this court. I got good love in this court.
No, we're going on like your victory tour right now. We're
Listen.
in Mansalona on Wednesday night. We're here now at Traverse City St. Francis. So a district winning court, a regional winning court.
A buzzer beater shot. I mean, you know, this is St. Francis Gym, but they should call this Noah's Ark Gym because of the shot. I'm just going to say that.
All right, here's a shot by R.J. Kelly trying to get his shot going. Sean Foley, or that was Box. Now newly into the game for the Panthers is Jaden Hardy. And here comes this high screen. You're going to play drop coverage.
Look how many guys are in the paint.
And Kelly's able
Still
to
gets
muscle
it.
that one in. No, the drop coverage there allowed him to get that shot.
100%. They're really keen on RJ when he has the ball. They're packing the paint, baiting him to kind of drive it, almost wanting him to shoot.
If you pull that ball screen out further, though,
Yes.
he'll have the open three-point look. As there's a head
Great
fake.
ball fake.
Donjugba whirls it up
Tough
and in.
take.
Yeah,
Little Derrick Rose, little wraparound finish.
a little kiss
Yeah.
off the window.
Like to see that.
R.J. Kelly getting into the paint, floats it up, no good. Rebound. Yeah, that's a man-sized rebound by
Yeah.
Jael Donjugum.
He's running the floor.
Now over to Godleski.
I like
He's
that
going to take
decision.
it. The big man showing
Ooh.
off a little touch off the window.
Using the glass.
Yeah. Tried to use it like Donjugum did on that previous possession. That was nice with the left hand. Crafty. Hardy, dribble hand off to Kelly. And right now, this is the adjustment.
Good look. I was just about to say they need to look down at Warden.
Three-pointer by Murray, no good. But
Good
Hardy's got the
rebound.
board, and this will be a held ball possession area, keeping it on this side of the floor in favor of the Panthers. It's an 8-point lead. If you're just tuning in now, it was a 7-point lead at halftime. And checking into the game for the first time in the second half will be Courtney Birch. I really would like to
Yes.
see the Panthers go with that double big lineup.
I was just going to say I would like to see it. You know, I understand they want to make sure they have one big in there, but I do think they have the size advantage.
R.J. Kelly going down to Birch. Get it out. We got one in the corner.
Take your time.
Now you're going to get a repost.
You like the active hands by Falcon, though, not letting them have it down there just comfortably.
Hardy
Ooh.
with the shot fake. One more to the corner. Now to Murray.
Good
Kicks
pass.
it over. Box. Three ball off. Hardy.
Ooh.
And we got a collision as a couple of Panthers ran into each
Yeah,
other.
that
But
kind of looked like each other.
let's take a replay of that one.
It was
and
a little
see-
weird.
See what this one looks like. So here we have it. So, I mean, it looked like Courtney Birch running into Hardy there. A little friendly fire.
Sometimes when it's just that banging going on, the refs just call it because there was a lot of commotion down there. But I do like Nouvel. As soon as Courtney checks in, they are looking to get him down, get him going in the paint. And I do think that's where they have an advantage as, you know, in the paint, down low.
Kelly catches up top.
Ooh, I thought he was about to pull it.
Now over to Box. Box using this guard handoff over to Hardy.
Ooh,
They
look
got
down low.
Birch. They
Look
got
down low.
Birch. Then
Good
they get it to
pass.
him. Birch is going to go
Get in
up
there.
and finish it. And Courtney Birch playing through contact. It's his first points of the second half. Coming off the bench and making an impact. He can cut this down to a 5-point lead if he can a free throw.
And that's their advantage, you know. I don't know why we haven't seen Courtney out on the court coming out of half. You know, maybe coach has a plan to bring him in, kind of
Keep
on the
him fresh
second,
for the second
right,
half.
Right, but love to see that action. He was posting up in that whole swing around the perimeter.
I think the biggest thing for him is understanding when he's got a seal and not giving up on it. As
Definitely.
he completes the three-point play. He's got a nice-looking shooting touch as well from the free throw line. 2-possession, 5-point lead now for the Falcons. Closest it has been all second half. They're trying to trap this ball screen.
Oh, good
back
tip.
tap, and it's controlled here by Hunter. Hunter's been quiet in this third quarter after he had 8 in the second quarter.
100%.
Oh, gets around the screen. Ooh. Open in the corners. Olszewski wide open. But the rebound somehow makes its way into the hands of Gillespie. One more. Hunter.
There he is.
Corner ball.
Ooh, a little bit too much on that one.
Yeah.
He couldn't believe he was so open.
I think he was surprised. As
Yeah.
here comes Box pushing an advantage. Euro step, lefty lay is
Oh,
good.
my goodness. Okay.
He shot that mid-Euro step.
A little touch with that left hand.
Yeah. Like he was in the middle of the English Channel. Mid-Euro step.
I like the aggressiveness, though, on transition. Kobe just trying to get a little foul in there, throwing up to the rim, getting that lucky float in.
And there's a
Good
tap
defense.
away by Kelly. Down by 3.
Vel kind of making a
Kelly
little push.
step through move, and it's good. 1-point lead. It's a 7-0 run right now for Nouvel Catholic Central. They were down by 7.5. It's a 1-point game. They have come out and have got to the rim, Noah.
You're exactly right, and you might have been hitting on something special with Courtney kind of checking in second, coming in the second quarter, kind of gave them this boost a little bit.
Yeah, he's pumped up. He had that and one 3-point play, and then they had transition runouts for Box and then Kelly. So that's how they had this 7-0 run.
Well, and Courtney checking in now put RJ guarding the point guard at the top, so
Right.
it brought him out a little bit more active hands.
Box going to let it fly. Too strong off the heel. Olszewski has it in motion. It's an even numbered 3-on-3 break. Spinning,
That's his
corkscrewing
move.
out. Donjugba puts it up from the corner. Short.
shot.
And Amuri has the rebound. Oh, here we go.
Okay.
Birch bringing it up the floor. You know he's liking that. RJ Hampton to Birch. Back to Kelly, excuse me. Floater on the deceleration move, and he's fouled.
I like that.
I like the deceleration move. Let's go ahead and we're going to show this real quick.
Controlling that pace, some SGA style.
So the deceleration move by RJ Kelly here is he gets in there, slows down, and
Yeah.
actually like kind of jumps backward a little bit.
Right, makes the defender come into him a little bit. And, you know, instantly, as soon as he saw that Connor was off of him, he went for attack mode. Hey, on the backs of their starters, RJ, Kelly, Kobe Box, Courtney Birch, Nouvel has brought this game back up. It's 37-37 with 1:08 left in this third quarter.
And right there, RJ Kelly has given the Nouvel Catholic Panthers a lead for the first time in the second half. Down by as many as 7 at halftime. And I believe the largest lead of the game was 11 or 9, one of the two.
Oh, bad communication there.
Yeah, they blew that exchange.
You know, I'll say the difference in this quarter for Nouvel is they kind of slowed down on the turnovers.
Yeah.
I feel like they were kind of getting careless in that second quarter, and this quarter they really kind of settled down, got into their man defense, and really made West Catholic kind of attack at them. And then they just been playing their game through their stars, through their senior guard, and off the backs of Courtney checking back in with the energy, momentum push, but converted the first free throw for Josh Emmett at the line. He's definitely been a big contributor in this game today. Looking to convert on the second free throw. In and out, good rebound by Warden here. Kobe Box looking to set up the offense. Getting it over to RJ Kelly here. Looking like they're trying to get maybe one shot here or just a really good look with some 40 seconds to go in the third quarter. Tied up at 38-38. RJ Kelly going baseline on Connor. Gets fouled by Connor, a little body push underneath. That's the matchup of the game, Charles. This Connor versus RJ Kelly, senior on senior. It's been a battle on both ends.
Yeah, just the way that each of these two guys are able to understand where they're trying to get to their spots.
Yeah. That's that senior experience.
Kelly gets to the free throw line and gets a nice friendly bounce.
That's my rim. That's where the shot happened on that side, just letting you know.
17 points now in the game for Kelly, leading the way here for the Panthers. And really it's been the guard play for the Panthers that have been able to stem the tide, but then getting them back has been going to the basket. Points in the paint so far.
Good rebound here.
The Panthers. Kelly puts it up, and we've got an offensive foul call. So there's another reason why high school basketball needs the legal guarding area semicircle. Let's take a look at this replay.
He was so far underneath there. It was a good charge, but again, like Charles saying, underneath the hoop.
Like that's got to be
he's sitting right underneath.
That's got to be a unrestricted guarding area in order, just for player safety.
100%. He could have came down right on Connor.
Oh, nice move by Ahmad, but he's not able to finish.
Ahmad likes to get to the rim.
Yeah, he's good at it.
10 seconds here.
Kelly gonna pull, and he's gonna knock it down. How about that? Man, you talk about two teams on a heater. RJ Kelly's got 20. And up the floor before the buzzer sounds and dropping it down is Corbin Neal for the Falcons. And we've got a 1-point game at the end of 3 quarters of play. Actually, that's Rocco Bergman. Check that. So Bergman, let's take another look at that one, Noah, because Bergman got his feet set. His teammates found him.
A man we haven't called too much, but stepped up when they needed him at the end with a big 3. Love seeing that.
Yeah, so credit to Rocco Bergman there, knocking down the shot before the buzzer sounds. You can put that one in the book for Bergman, his first made field goal of the game.
An important one.
Oh, absolutely, because if they don't have that, they're down by 4 after they had a 7-point lead at halftime. That's an 11-point swing in a quarter alone. So right now, as it goes down in the books, the Panthers win that quarter by 8-point scoring margin.
Wow.
That's a good third quarter. Oftentimes, really good teams are good third-quarter teams.
100%. Good coaching team as well. And, you know, what I like to see is Nouvel actually sat Courtney Birch at the end of that quarter. So, again, we might see an energy spurt in this fourth quarter by Courtney. Just something that they might need to really get them over the edge as we get close to the end of the game here. This is going to be a great fourth quarter.
Yeah, this has been a treat to be here courtside for this game. Just seeing it from this perspective, Noah,
100%.
is really awesome. Just to see, you know, the lateral agility of these two teams and the players on display here tonight. Once again, this is just one of the 2 games we've got tonight in this TC Invitational Tournament.
It's the appetizer.
That's right. Down low, trying to get it to, let's see if we got a foul here on a hold.
100%.
Should be against Augustine.
And listen, they could have been doing this the whole game. They've had the size advantage down low.
So it is Grady Augustine. And you saw Conrad Warden there just able to chisel out position in the paint. Now Kelly blocked by Augustine. That is a defensive sequence there, and it'll be Falcon basketball.
Great defense right there. Looks like West Catholic's got more of a smaller lineup in, a shooting lineup in. Got Rocco out in the corner, Hunter.
Coming down here, this is Masai Wickstrom. Hunter, no good, and the Falcons have gone cold from deep, but a nice offensive pickpocket there by Noah Gillespie.
Those loose balls, that's what's going to win this game, it's looking like.
And the Falcons retake the lead. Here's a little drag screen up top, well played by Augustine and the Falcons. Warden up top. if you bring Warden up top, that's when your best opportunity
Yes.
to drive is going to be.
Look how open that paint is. Great pass.
Oh, nice step
Oh,
through
my
move by
goodness.
Warren, using the crafty finish on the baseline, and the Panthers regained the lead. Excellent footwork by the big 6'8" senior,
You don't
Conrad
really
Warden.
see that much footwork in bigs these days. Kind of brought me back to the old days of Shaq down low.
Hunter with it now. Panthers regain the lead. Near side to Gillespie. He's going to drive in, puts his shoulder down. Hunter tries
ball
to
fake.
carve out some space, and he's traveled.
You got to plant 2 feet on that jump stop.
Yeah, he kind of got in between dribbles and then took the hop step. If you take the hop step right after the dribble, you're going to be good. But if you're kind of in between dribbles and try to do that, you're going to get called as Kelly gets to his drop
All
step.
day, all day.
And
Reject the
he's
screen.
playing off of 2 feet, and he's able to finish. And that's what allows him to go up with that shot and not have too much momentum.
Oh, good move.
Blocked up top.
Oh, my gosh.
That's Jimenez. Says, nuh-uh.
Menez was up there.
Gillespie drops
Oh,
a
my
pass
goodness.
on the baseline, but unable to get it was Bergman.
Ah, Rocco.
The Panthers are now playing some sticky defense and being in help side positions much better than they were in the first half.
Definitely. I think West Catholic here has got to get their senior guards in here.
Oh, Kelly with a little hezzy. Now box
Good look.
wide open, lets it fly around
Ooh.
it, almost down. And it'll be Falcon basketball as we've got a foul called against Warden.
That would have been a big 3 by Kobe Box.
Yeah, just a little short.
Yeah. In and out, in and out.
This is Hunter bringing the ball down for the Falcons. We've got 5 minutes and 35 seconds left to play in this final quarter. Gillespie tries to drive in, guarded by Box. No good. Warden rebounds. And the Falcons have gone cold, especially near the rim.
Kind of looks like they're forcing a little bit.
And I'm just, like, the pace of play back favoring the Panthers now. And it really favors their guard-oriented aggressiveness.
100%.
You know, R.J. Kelly has really put his fingerprints all over this game as he's getting to his 16-foot midi.
He's really cooking now.
And he's knocking down that midi.
It's his game. It's his pace. It's his world.
Yep. And the way they're playing that ball screen, Noah, they're playing drop coverage. He's going to be able to get that 16-footer every single time.
I seen that Connor Osesi just got off the bench. He really needs to check in and be the main defender on RJ right now.
Yeah, they're going to need a boost defensively right now. However, you don't want to send too many resources to R.J. Kelly right now, because if you do that, then you allow some backdoor cuts or some offensive rebounding opportunities for guys like Birch and Warden underneath the basket. So it's a fine line that you need to walk. However, I will say this. In the second half of this game, as the Panthers are up by 5, they've outscored the Falcons by 12 points here in the second half.
You would have never expected that based off of the first quarter and second quarter, as the Falcons really established their pace of play, the way that they want to go. Coach Bernard saying it's a team game, ball movement, 3-pointers, and you just really haven't seen that in the second half. It's really been a Nouvel game. Credit to the coach, Mike Kessler, saying they just want to play their game. Even though they're playing up a higher division, they want to get to what they're good at, and it's been working with Warden really making an impact off the bench.
So it'll be Owen Vance, and now you
press
see
here.
a little 1-2-2 diamond look,
I like this call by Coach, though.
just to try to get them out of that half-court rhythm that the Panthers were in. As Vance drives all the way in. He just like shot out of a cannon, gets to the rim, and knocks it down, attacking the defense. And he said, I don't care if you're going to press us.
No, you saw it in his eyes. He was going to the cup.
Just let me do my thing. Down low it goes, kicked out.
In and out.
Dunjugba, 3-ball corner
That's
pocket
big.
is good. First made 3-pointer of the second half for the Falcons.
Junior guard.
And it allows them to set up this 1-2-2 pressure. Box catches on the far side. And are they going to drop in, stay zone, Noah?
I don't know.
Murray puts it up. He got contacted. And we've got Dunjugba with the rebound. He's going to fight for possession. Gets it across half court. Dunjugba trying to run a ball screen there, but shut off by the Panthers.
That press worked, you know. got 2 possessions back on their side.
Godleski now dribble handoff to Augustine, puts his shoulder down, fights through contact, left-handed layup, no good, got his own miss. And we've got a possession arrow. It'll keep it right here with the
Here comes their energy
Falcons,
boost.
and here comes Birch replacing Warden. No, I will say this. You look at the Nouvel Panthers.
Yeah.
They would be a really scary team to play in the playoffs because of the matchups that they dictate.
Definitely. Kind of like Michigan State Spartans.
You've got a great lead guard in R.J. Kelly, and you've got 2 guys that control and patrol the paint.
Yes, 100%.
Here's Owen Vance playing some defense right now. Godleski has it up top. Augustine and Kelly, that's a good matchup.
Oh, loose ball.
And it should be Panther basketball. And you see the energy guy right there.
I'm telling you, when he gets on the court, he provides impact, doesn't even have to touch the ball.
That's Courtney Birch giving the Panthers a shot in the arm of not only energy but adrenaline, Noah.
100%. He's fresh. 3 minutes to go. Uh-oh. Good trap there in the corner.
R.J. Kelly catches in and out, dribble up and in. He is playing at his speed.
Good Euro, 1-2.
The in and out into a Euro, that's tough.
He's getting in his bag a little bit.
Augustine, will he be able to bring them
Good
back?
look.
Godleski trying to finish through Birch, but couldn't.
That's
We've got
strong
a foul,
rebound.
and you knew he was holding on to that basketball.
And you got to give credit to Mike Kessler, the coach for Nouvel. You know, we were kind of wondering when is Courtney going to get in the game, and he's kind of utilized him almost perfect in this game.
Stolen away by Hunter. We've got a foul in the back against Owen Vance, and that's only the second team foul. If you're just now tuning in, it was 32-25 at halftime.
True.
And the Panthers have found something here in the second half, and it's called R.J. Kelly getting to the rim, and everybody else just, hey, get to the rim.
And they've taken care of the ball, a lot
Yes.
less turnovers.
It's kind of like get to a shot that's close to the basket, that's about a 50% make-miss, shoot it, and don't turn the ball over.
I love how that pick was so far out, Charles.
Vance has it up top. Box going to Birch. Elbow area backing his way in, and we got a possession arrow staying here on this side of the floor. And that right there is the development that Birch will have. He will say, okay, after 2 dribbles, I'm not going to get anywhere. He'll be able to kick that one out to Nick Murray on this near side for an open shot. Because the defense has to respect a 6'5" guy chiseling his way into the paint. As this one's stolen up. This is Jael DeJugum on a transition run out, and the ball gets a wedgie right into the backboard. It'll stay here via the possession arrow. For DeJugum, that was a tough luck miss. He had a one-on-one fast break, and that's something that's been few and far between in the second half
100%.
for the Falcons. And it's all related to those turnovers that the Panthers aren't having.
Hunter almost had 5 seconds there on the inbounds.
Hunter going to let it fly and count it. That's a potential 4-point play as Hunter gets up and has something to say about it as well. And he says, hey, how about you guys show the replay over there on Next Level Broadcasting? So we're going to show the replay. Hunter catches, and there you go.
Great three-pointer, something that he was cooking on in the first half. Love to see him get that. Need this one at the line to make it a 4-point play. Great shot there by Hunter. Like the aggressiveness by Courtney, but, you know, really don't want to see him get a foul there on that three-pointer. Just a little bit too far away from the basket to pick up his foul.
2-point game after the 4-point play. Birch catches down low, puts it up, misses it. Rebound by Hunter. Hunter with 12 points in the game. He's got 3 made three-pointers. Euro for Oshesky. Count it. Going back to the free throw line are the Falcons. And Noah, you said it earlier in the game. They needed to bring back those senior guards.
Yes.
And once again, much like the second quarter, Hunter and Oshesky taking over at the end of the game as they did at the end of the first half.
I mean, that's the senior experience in these guards. But, you know, what I didn't like to see with that Nouvel transition defense, something that they've been pretty good, they had Courtney Birch matched up with the senior guard coming down, and, you know, Connor just saw the mismatch and attacked as he should, got the big man up, went into him, got the foul, put Courtney back on the bench, tied up here with 2 minutes to go. Hey, this is going to be a showdown here in the last 2 minutes, Charles.
Yeah, I mean, you just look at the way that these two teams have played and jostled and kind of gone back and forth. It's been really entertaining to watch because, like, the way that they've just been able to take body blows and body blow and then respond.
Right.
That's what's been so cool.
Yeah, I love to see that response. West Catholic really, kind of couldn't get their rhythm going in the third quarter, but really kind of established it as this fourth quarter is kind of getting to the end. And also what West Catholic is doing on the defensive end, they actually doubled R.J. Kelly. As soon as he crossed half court, in which, he swung the ball around, got the ball out of his hands, but instantly, taking the ball out of their playmaker's hand is something that I think Nouvel is going to have to be really cautious with, as you want to keep R.J. Kelly aggressive in these last 2 minutes. Let's see if they do it again and they look to trap him.
Yeah, missing that free throw. Warden coming back in, a little screen and a hesitation move by Kelly gets him to the rim.
That's tough.
And he's finishing through contact. 28 in the book for R.J. Kelly. And another crafty finish at the rim.
Playing at his pace, little hezzy, look away, get the defense to just pause for that little second. He gets his shot that he wants and converts.
Augustine sends it to Hunter. 3 ball is around and out. Box with the rebound.
In and
1:25 left in the game. And here comes Box, the freshman. Kobe Box running this high screen, and they're setting this screen higher up.
Yep.
If Warden clears out here, they're going to have an open driving lane to the basket. As Vance catches on the baseline, and we got a foul called. A little nickel dimer out on the perimeter against Owen Hunter.
And we haven't seen too many of those, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it's been a well-officiated game, I would say, with the lateral agility of these two teams.
Yeah.
We haven't seen, and I haven't really seen too many hand checks of the teams either, just being able to move the feet.
Good team defense. This is a crucial minute right here.
R.J. Kelly has to go over his shoulder to catch this one, guarded by Jael DeJugum. This is a good matchup right here, but Kelly's got 28, turns down the screen, pull up 15-footer. No good.
Front of the rim.
Somehow tapped out to him. Down low to Warden. Warden spinning around, and a timeout. Well-called timeout by head coach Mike Kessler. That was about to be a travel. And the Panthers preserve the possession.
Yeah.
They've got 55 seconds left to go. They've got a pick-and-roll maestro in R.J. Kelly right now, who's got 28 points. And so far, the Panthers, I will say this, no, R.J. Kelly in the second half has 18.
Oh, my goodness. He's cooked. I mean, he's playing at his own pace. Even right there, he got the shot he wanted. Reject the ball screen, crossed over, pull-up jumper, front of the rim. That's that end of the game. Legs getting a little jittery, getting a little anxious, But you love to see it.
I think right now, if you are the West Catholic Falcons, you've got to sell out to get a rebound. Once that shot goes up, it doesn't matter about how good a defense you play if you don't box out and get a rebound. So let's see what they do here. Kelly catches it up top.
Probably the two-man again.
They're going to bring Vance to the corner, and that just brings in a lot of congested area, but we've got a foul called, and that will send R.J. Kelly
to the line.
No, that's the last foul to give.
Okay.
I kind of led you into a loophole. I was about to say send him to the line, but I was going to say.
Well, he was even walking there, so I was already thinking that he's about to go cash these in.
So that was the last foul to give.
But if you're West Catholic, you really don't want to get RJ kind of set up on this right side of the court. Definitely where he likes to cook. Good defense.
Panthers take a timeout, continuing to preserve the possession. 54-52. Panthers with 2 timeouts remaining. Falcons with 3 timeouts remaining. This has been a really good game number 1 here for the TC Invitational first game of the 2026 tournament. It's been a lot of fun. Noah, what's been most impressive to you so far in this one?
I would say the guard play from both of these teams. Being in the Ski Valley, we do see some guard play here and there, but watching these 2 senior guards, R.J. Kelly going at Connor Olszewski, they've been really battling, and I think that's been the show of tonight. When Connor's been in, he's been really changing the game for the Falcons, really establishing his point guard mentality, really establishing his pace of play. But then RJ, you said it earlier, he's really taken over in the second half for Nouvel. And you like to see kind of what they got cooking up here, looking to get him the ball out of this out-of-bounds play again, and maybe a 2-man game with him and Warden, maybe even look down get Warden in a post-up action, maybe force a foul, but Falcons here showing some good defense in the last couple possessions. See if they get the ball inbounded here. Double screen.
Yep, here's Owen Vance looking to get it in.
Coming with Kobe.
Finds box. It's stolen away by Augustine. And Augustine is what we call a spectator eliminator. Going right into the bleachers, much like Derek Jeter in the World Series. But it's still Falcon basketball. And this is a little easier spot to inbound here from. You got a little more area to work with width-wise. You can throw it into the backcourt like that as RJ Kelly catches it.
Senior on senior.
Yep. Olszewski with great defense so far. Tries for the back tap. This one's almost turned over. Warden dives on the floor for it. We've got.
What do we got? He called that early.
And we've got a timeout taken by the Panthers. So I don't know if Mike Kessler has ice in his veins or, well, he's got something because he got that timeout right as Warden was establishing possession.
I don't even know. That was so quick, though. It was like he had two hands on it, and he must have said it.
We got to go back. We missed it on our replay monitor. As
that was a tough call. Very tough call. Bailout call, in my opinion. But, you know, almost a really bad turnover there by the senior guard, RJ Kelly. And, you know, I think it's really his stamina, his fatigue. He's kind of getting a little tired here in the second half as he's been doing it all for his team. Seeing him on the bench right now, taking a couple deep breaths. Got to find it in him in this last minute, 30, 40 seconds of the game. But again, great timeout by Kessler, Coach Kessler. Like you said, he's got some ice in his veins to know when to yell out timeout to the ref.
Yeah. So once again, they'll have this sideline out of bounds. They can use the backcourt again to inbound the basketball. Where you saw when they're on the baseline, it was much more challenging to get the ball inbounded.
Yep.
So better positioning here for the Panthers. RJ Kelly going through an elevator screen, has to track this one down. Picked up by Olszewski. This one's back tapped right into our living room.
He was almost going to grab that, huh?
I thought he was going to take out our whole set, man.
Mm-hmm. Connor, though, looking for the behind-the-back steal. That's the second time I've seen him do it. He must be seeing something with RJ Kelly in his dribbling.
I'd run somebody right to the rim right now. He might be able to get an easy one as Warden's going to catch this one. And they get it off to Vance. Vance fouled there, so Vance will go to the free throw line. No more fouls to give. No, I thought that might have been preemptive fouling there. You had 30 seconds left. I thought, you know, they apparently would have targeted Warden to send to the free throw line. However, this is Ty Murray.
I think they kind of felt the same thing with Ty Murray, just someone that's not really been, you know, cooking. But I did say earlier he's a key factor in this game. Someone that doesn't show up on the stats but is going to contribute. Misses the first one, though.
First free throw, no good. This is the big one here. This would make it a three-point game if he's able to knock this one down.
Needing this. Falcons need to backs out too. Good shot.
And Nick Murray makes one of two.
Checking out the big Warden, putting in Vance.
They're going with 5 guards in the lineup right now.
Kind of like this call. I kind of like this call.
We'll see what happens once the ball gets onto the rim. Defensive rebounding might be subjective right now for the Panthers, but it's all about ball pressure and being able to switch screens right now.
Yep.
As they don't switch it, Olszewski is going to get all the way to the basket. Lefty layup, missed it.
Great defense by number 14.
Offensive rebound to Dejugum, and this one's no good.
Squeeze
Offensive rebounding, defensive board by Murray. He's fouled by Jael Dejugum. And Nick Murray,
I'm telling you,
he's got some guts.
Key player.
Because head coach Kessler basically just said, hey, I trust my guards enough to be able to fight for this rebound. They didn't get the first one.
Yep.
They got the second one, however.
And this is the experience out of the senior guard, Ty, you know, realizing RJ Kelly put his team on the backs in the second quarter, realized he's kind of tired, needing some help getting the ball off the inbounds. And, you know, now, Charles, he's kind of warmed up. He hit that last one. You would think he kind of gets to the line and feels a little bit of rhythm. Hits the first.
Goes in, makes the first of 2. Now a 4-point game. If you're just now tuning in, the Panthers, after that miss, have outscored the Falcons in this quarter, or in this half, 31-20. As Augustine has it roll off the rim. But as I said, outscoring an opponent 31-20.
Yep.
It was 32-25 at halftime.
R.J. Kelly.
Yeah, he's been – I wonder if we can bring him over and get him on a headset, give him a little questionnaire at the end of this game. I'd love to have an opportunity to talk to him about what he saw at halftime.
100%.
To come out and get to his spots. As Augustine's first shot is good.
This is going to be a big defense possession. Only 5.7 seconds left.
We got a timeout taken here. Noah, walk us through what you're kind of talking about right now in the huddle for the West Catholic Falcons.
I think if you're Falcons, you really just want to make sure that everyone knows what they're going to do on their defense assignment as soon as that ball goes to the rim. You hope that he makes the first free throw so then you guys can establish the full court press. And really you want to get Nouvel sped up. You want to get them feeling that pressure with the time being is so far down. And it's only a couple seconds. So really Nouvel just got to be very patient with what they're doing. Don't get too outside of, what you need to do. And if you're Falcons, you just kind of want to create mayhem. You want to get chaos going. You want to get guys flying around. And really if the guy that they want to get fouled, if a big catches it, look to foul right away. But this has been a battle, nothing short of a bad game at all. This has been nothing but a great game here on this TC Invitational here in this first game between the West Catholic Falcons and Saginaw Nouvel Panthers. All right. Definitely think that Coach Bernard here has cooked up a good defensive press coming off this free throw. And you expect Nouvel to be prepared for whatever they're going to throw them.
So it'll be Augustine at the free throw line with one shot. And it's short off the rim, but we got a lane violation called. And that shot did hit the bottom eyelet of the rim, so that would have been in play.
Yeah, it's kind of looked like he was almost on purpose missing. Full court press here. Great pick, a Kobe box.
And Kelly fouled by Ostrowski. And R.J. Kelly will be heading to the free throw line to potentially ice this one and give himself, if he makes 30 points, a clean 30-piece.
Wow. A clean 30-piece.
And right now, 18 of his 28 points coming in the second half.
He definitely went into the half realizing he needed to take over this game. Coach came up with the perfect game plan to really just let him cook. Two-man game. And, hey, stepping up, senior guard, hitting the first free throw. Put it to 2 possessions here. Definitely think he's going to ice this one.
Knocks it down, yep. There's a clean 30 for R.J. Kelly, and the Panthers have stormed back here in this second half. They've scored 33 points and have held the Falcons to only 21 points scored here in this second half. It's really been the tale of two halves for the Saginaw Nouvel Panthers because they've just been able, I think the best way to summarize this one, Noah, is they made the game simpler.
Yeah, I would definitely say that. And Nouvel just calmed down, in this going up a division and playing. You kind of get a little rattled. You kind of get a little jitter because you just don't know what you're going to go at. Bigger team, more depth on the bench, but Coach Mike Kessler came and said, we want to play our game. We don't want to have to shift to what they're going to give us. And they have done it on the backs of R.J. Kelly, 2 bigs, Warden and Birch, kind of doing an in-and-out game. One comes in, one goes out. Freshman guard, Kobe Box, number 5, Ty Lemurray. It's been a team effort, even though we've seen 30 points by R.J. Kelly. They've definitely came together and really got themselves to have this 5-point lead with 4 seconds left. Is it even less?
Yeah, keep in mind if you're Saginaw Nouvel, you don't want to foul.
No.
It would put the Falcons to the free throw line.
Yep.
So I don't even know if you guard the ball right now.
I wouldn't. They're just trying to make it a little tough, I think. I understand this, but, yeah, you cannot get a foul here.
Here's Oshesky. Now over to Hunter off of his chest. So Hunter's going to put this one up. It's online.
Ooh.
Just off the back of the rim. And the Saginaw Nouvel Panthers come from behind, down by 7 at halftime, to win this one in the first of 2 in the 2026 TC invite. And we've got the Nouvel Panthers advancing to the championship game on this one. And for all of us here, we're looking forward to seeing them play another game tomorrow
Definitely.
for the chip, and that'll be at 2:30. After, and who they play, well, that's all going to be determined by who wins this next game between Detroit Henry Ford and Traverse City St. Francis. So we're going to go ahead, step aside, and we will have about a 15-minute break before we get back in and start prepping you for game number 2 here of the TC Invitational Tournament. We'll step aside, be back. You've been watching this presentation of high school basketball on Next Level Broadcasting. Coming up next, Traverse City St. Francis Gladiators versus the Detroit Henry Ford team from downstate, trying to come up here, take away this championship, and obviously the team with the most amount of travel. So we'll see. Will it be the Trojans or the Gladiators? We've got a battle of ancient times coming up here on Next Level Broadcasting. We'll step aside and be back after this.
Right back. Always going to pull it. Got it. Condon has it. Left block. Slams it home. The Glen Lake student section, they're pumped up. Right back. Always going to pull it. Got it. Condon has it. Left block. Slams it home. The Glen Lake student section, they're pumped up.
All right, welcome back. This is the inter-game break show. We've got player here, RJ Kelly. And first of all, RJ, congratulations. You had 30 points in that game, 10 points at halftime, 20 points in the second half. Really got to your mid-range spots very efficiently in that second half, I thought. You did a good job there. And can you walk us through what was said at the halftime locker room? You guys were down 7, and you just came out. It seemed like just simplified the game in the second half.
Yeah, going into halftime, coach really kept a hot head. You know, he didn't put us down. He was level-headed, very calm, and that really gave us the motivation to come out with a high intensity in the second half.
As I said earlier, you had 20 points at halftime, but getting to your mid-range spot, you guys were able to, and you particularly were kind of able to navigate the ball screen there. What matchup did you see that you liked? And, you know, just getting to that elbow room, you know, extended block area. And what did you see there?
Not necessarily a matchup. I noticed that the team was crashing on me very well in the beginning of the game, so I just figured that they were dying on the screen, so I thought to play off the screens very hard, get to my spot, and knock down the shot. So.
Talk about the impact that you had coming off the bench in the second half. I mean, you got a really, really good energy guy coming off the bench in Birch, and you know, he had some impact plays in that second half. He had an and one in the stretch. You guys had a 7-0 run, and he started and kind of jump-started that 7-0 run. Talk about the big man down low.
That's my man, Courtney Birch. I went to school with him before this school, and we brought him over here to Nouvel. He always had grit, you know, and I know that he's a great energizer for the team, and he's a big anchor for us, you know, especially for the big man. So.
Last but not least, I want to mention your freshman guard that it looks like you're kind of the tutor of Kobe Box. I mean, he had some impact plays. He's left-handed, so he's kind of got an advantage in high school being left-handed. Most people expect people to go right. Yeah. So being left-handed, and he's got that mid-range game as well. What can you say about the young freshman?
Kobe Box, I mean, that's one of the best point guards in the state as a freshman. You know, coming in, he's a pure scorer, especially off the middle school team last year. Really, I'm just trying to take the mentor role to teach him how to see the floor and be a pure point guard. You know, he's going to need that going into this high school level, and yeah, he's a great scorer and a great wing for me.
Awesome. Well, lighthearted question here. So you guys got the first game. You got a championship game tomorrow. You played in this tournament last year. Unfortunately, you lost the first game last year. Coming back, how's it feel like to be able to, you know, tomorrow play for some title?
It feels good to be back at the same place I was last year. You know, I got another chance and opportunity to prove myself and play the game that I love at the same place, you know, and yeah, it's a great opportunity to come back and showcase what me and my team can do.
You guys got plans for the night? You're going to watch this game, maybe go get some food? You're going to go take on the town a little bit? What's the plan?
We're going to go back to the hotel, chill as a team, build some chemistry, and go for green. Yeah, MSU versus Michigan.
Hey, I was just about to ask you. So, being from Saginaw, obviously, Michigan State Spartan Dog Draymond Green has a lot to do within the Saginaw community.
Yes, sir.
Is that why you bleed green, or is there other references?
I mean, my parents went to MSU.
Okay.
You know, MSU is just it's like a bloodline for me and my family. You know, I visit there every now and then, and yeah, I just love green and white. I mean, yeah, it's natural for me.
Well, hey, you just became my favorite player too, so I appreciate you joining us here. We're going to go ahead, step aside. Thanks so much for joining us here. Enjoy your teammates, and thanks for taking time to chat with us here on Next Level Broadcasting. Appreciate that.
Thank you.
Right back. Oh, he's going to pull it. Got it. London has it. Left block. Slams it home.
Hi, I'm Orion, but you might know me for my business, Professional Seamless Gutters, where we specialize in, you guessed it, everything gutters. New installations, replacements, cleaning, leaf guards, rain chains, and much more. But unlike other service providers, when you call Professional Seamless Gutters, you get me, Orion, not some bum intern or call center recording. So when you're contemplating any services regarding your gutters on your home or pole barn, think Professional Seamless Gutters.
gonna pull it. Got it! Has it left block, slams it home. The Glen Lake student section, they're pumped up.
Hi, I'm Orion, but you might know me for my business, Professional Seamless Gutters, where we specialize in, you guessed it, everything gutters. New installations, replacements, cleaning, leaf guards, rain chains, and much more. But unlike other service providers, when you call Professional Seamless Gutters, you get me, Orion, not some bum intern or call center recording. So when you're contemplating any services regarding your gutters on your home or pole barn, think Professional Seamless Gutters.
Right back, always gonna pull it. Got it! And has it left block, slams it home. The Glen Lake student section, they're pumped up. Right back, always gonna pull it. Got it! And has it left block, slams it home. The Glen Lake student section, they're pumped up.
Hi, I'm Orion, but you might know me for my business, Professional Seamless Gutters, where we specialize in, you guessed it, everything gutters. New installations, replacements, cleaning, leaf guards, rain chains, and much more. But unlike other service providers, when you call Professional Seamless Gutters, you get me, Orion, not some bum intern or call center recording. So when you're contemplating any services regarding your gutters on your home or pole barn, think Professional Seamless Gutters. Hi, I'm Orion, but you might know me for my business, Professional Seamless Gutters, where we specialize in, you guessed it, everything gutters. New installations, replacements, cleaning, leaf guards, rain chains, and much more. But unlike other service providers, when you call Professional Seamless Gutters, you get me, Orion, not some bum intern or call center recording. So when you're contemplating any services regarding your gutters on your home or pole barn, think Professional Seamless Gutters.
Right back, always gonna pull it. Got it! And has it left block, slams it home. The Glen Lake student section, they're pumped up. Right back, always gonna pull it. Got it! And has it left block, slams it home. The Glen Lake student section, they're pumped up.
All right, here we are. Welcome in to the game, the second game of the TC Invitational Tournament. We're going to go ahead and send it over to the public address announcer as we get ready for our prayer and our national anthem starting lineups coming up after this. Game number 2 of the TC Invitational Tournament will feature the Trojans and the Gladiators. As we go over to see our starting lineups. First, for the Trojans, Eric Basilvestre. Number 2, Robert Buxton. After that, it'll be freshman number 4, Jaden Longqua. And then two more. Number 5, Devontae Love. And then the final starter for the Trojans, junior number 22 or 32, Michael Parker. And so you look at that starting lineup, Noah. Very, very young. Only one senior on the roster for the Detroit Henry Ford Trojans.
It's going to be a young battle.
It certainly will be. Starting for the Gladiators will be Reef Wickern, Lewis Ryan. Next up will be Will Sutton. The final 2 Gladiators rounding out the starting lineup will be Cooper Sellers and Mason Holscher. So should see some fun action here if this game is any like the first game we saw tonight, Noah.
Right, I was just about to say, if anything's like last game, we're going to see a great one here today. But, you know, kind of a little different game. We got Henry Ford with such a young team. Talked to Coach leading up to this game, and he was really saying they just want to grow in this game, not looking to really establish too much, but just want to get up and down, want to be aggressive, and they play on the backs of their freshman, who is number 4, Jaden Langua, 6'4". He said that's their guy that they kind of lean on, but for the most part, they are a young crowd looking to get up and going. Traverse City, on the other hand, got some older veterans, gonna really establish team ball.
Langqua and Sutton at center circle to tip it off. It's controlled by the Trojans on this opening possession of the game, as we have both teams coming down the floor on the opening possession for the Trojans, and we'll see as the Gladiators go with a little man-to-man defense.
Yep.
Take it out to Langqua for the corner three-pointer off the mark. Rebound track down to Holscher. Gladiators, I talked to head coach Sean Finnegan. He likes the way that they're practicing right now, just trying to put it all together on the floor. They've played some great competition so far this year, trying to peak at the right time are the Gladiators, as that's an opening possession turnover, and the Trojans will get it back.
Little pregame jitters there, kind of sped up too much, looking to get into their first action of the day for the Trojans.
Here's Eric Basilvestre, guarded up top by Mason Holscher. Little crossover, dribble handoff. And, nice shot fake with the flyby. Elbow jump shot, no good as Holscher has it. Outlets up the floor. Cooper Sellers trying to track it down. Second turnover of the game for the Gladiators. Maybe a little too pumped up tonight.
Yeah, it's 2 by their starting point guard, number 12, Mason Holscher. Definitely like to see him kind of settle in. Don't really give that up. 2 early turnovers, not really the way you want to start this game.
Trojans with a little weave action up top. Basilvestre getting to his spot with the pull-up elbow midi, no good. And Holscher has a rebound.
Here we go. Now St. Francis is going to look to establish something here, get into their first set offensively here. Ooh, okay, good drive.
And just intercepted. Nice play by Michael Parker.
Kind of like to see him go up in there. He had the lane. Good
Here's
dish.
Lacroix trying to attack, but got it pinned up top by Sutton.
Met him at the rim.
That was nicely done, and we've got to show you that replay here as well, Noah. Here's Will Sutton meeting them up top.
I am not going to lie, I did not expect that bounce.
It was Lacroix, and Sutton was just erasing that.
Lanco went up with 2 hands. Looked like he might have tried to, he was looking for a dunk. Great block by Will Sutton there.
Yeah, I mean, that was impressive as Cooper Sellers is called for a travel. That'll be the 3rd turnover of the game for the Gladiators so far, Noah, and we're still looking for our first field goal almost 2 minutes into this one, and these players are already breathing hard.
100%, and this is kind of what Henry Ford really wanted to get going. Kenneth Flowers talked to him. They kind of wanted to play sporadic, use their youth to their advantage, and definitely seen that in that turnover right there.
Let's see which team is going to be able to scratch the scorer's table first, as we got a baseline drive by DeMonte Love. Lacroix looks at it, little jab step. Now he'll take the three-pointer and gets a friendly, almost got a friendly roll.
Big rebound.
Going back up by Buxton. He's fouled and will go to the line for 2. Robert Buxton, a legit 6'3" forward.
Sophomore.
Exactly. I mean, when you've got that kind of youth.
Yeah.
Just take a snapshot of this team right now.
Right.
It hit me back in 2 years.
With everybody still on this team, there's one senior on this team, number 24. But yeah, nothing but a young team here. Love going to see what they're going to do over the course of this game of playing fast and aggressive.
Buxton hits the first of 2.
First bucket of the game.
Yep. And we have broken the scoring drought at the 5:58 mark of the second. Or in the first quarter. Buxton trying to make the second here. Good looking free throw, but that's off just a hair. Rebound comes out to Rickern.
Right into a press, too.
Yep.
Right off the missed free throw. Henry Ford looking to press.
Driving baseline is Bixby, kicks it out, and this will be, was it deflected?
Yeah, I don't think so, no.
So that's the
Another
fourth turnover for the Gladiators. and the pressure by the Trojans maybe catching the Gladiators off guard a little bit so far in the game.
What do you think, Charles? Just being at home, kind of, fans kind of packed in, a little bit of rattle. Do you think you kind of just need to settle in a little bit?
I think the Gladiators right now really just need to run a good offensive set and get a bucket.
Right.
That kind of settles you in as Parker is coming to set this screen. Love.
Aggressive hedge by Will Sutton.
Yeah, Lonqua going to take the three-pointer off the mark. He's 0 for 2 from deep. And we've got a foul called against Buxton, saying that he displaced him.
He's definitely aggressive on the board on the offensive side, though. I like to see that aggressiveness.
Can you check your text for me? We've got a call on the baseline. Officials tonight are Will Eubank, Kyle Hendorp, and Matt Corliss, our Traverse City and Cadillac officiating crew. Lewis Ryan trying to split the defense, and he gets it back. It's in the hands of Bixby. Bixby carving his way, got a lot of contact, and a held ball called. Noah, you like the way that this game is being officiated?
Yeah, I mean, I would say they're kind of letting it go just like they did in the first one, but for Traverse City St. Francis, you would like to see them settle down. They just kind of seem a little sped up. Obviously, it's what Henry Ford wants to do. Good timeout here by Coach for Traverse City St. Francis, Sean Finnegan.
Head coach Sean Finnegan, as I talked to him earlier on this week, he said that he liked the way his team was starting to gel and galvanize. They've been through some fires. They've had a couple of really tough losses, one in particular up in Elk Rapids where they really fell apart during that one as they had a fourth quarter lead that disintegrated and they weren't able to hang on like they would have liked to. But he spoke on that and said, one of the things that we've been able to do is build a really tough schedule.
Okay.
So when they get into the playoff time, each team that they continually face will be, just as big as a challenge as they've already faced in their regular season.
Right.
That's kind of the thought process there for the Traverse City St. Francis Gladiators. While we have an opportunity, we're going to go ahead and hit the YouTube chat line, see where people are tuning in from. Yeah, we got a lot of people.
Okay.
Somebody says, shout out to whoever makes these ads and graphics.
Hey. Shout out to the team.
Yeah. And then we got Let's Go Henry Ford, Let's Go Trojans. We got some people tuning in.
Hey, shout out my boy Aaron who's watching. Shout out my pops, too.
We got people saying tuning in for number 11, so that would be Malik Mack, I presume.
Or was that RJ last game?
It could have been.
Or Kobe, that was Kobe. It could have been.
We'll keep it locked here and keep you updated on the YouTube chat. Also, shout out Lyle as
good backdoor cut.
Maybe drew that up out of the timeout. That's Will Sutton, who had an excellent block, and now he's going to go to the free throw line for 2 shots. And if you're looking at this lineup for the Gladiators, a lot of their starters will be juniors or,
juniors mostly, right?
Yeah. You have Will Sutton, Lewis Ryan, the only seniors.
2 seniors on the team.
That one short by Sutton. And I will say this, he's got some explosiveness to his game, Noah. And I don't know if you and I anticipated seeing it.
I definitely did not. It must be the Kobe's. I will say, when you see someone wearing the Kobe's, you kind of think they have a little bit of, a little of that specialness.
Okay. Second free throw, no good. And we've got a lane violation called against Sutton. So, question, if it's a lane violation, does that still count as a miss?
Yeah, sure does.
So 0 for 2.
And it's only 0-1
right.
Still. No one really establishing their offense just yet. Traverse City coming out with a full court man-to-man press.
And both teams want to press here tonight.
100%. Both teams want to be aggressive.
Inbounded to DeMonte Love, and we've got a blocking foul called against the Gladiators. This one will be against Sutton. Tried to slide his feet. And let's see if we can get a replay here.
I feel like he was just a little bit late. Good thinking, but I just think he was a little bit late to slide over there.
Yeah, just kind of leaning a little bit as we're back to live action. Eric Basilvestre tees up the 3. We've got a foul going the other way. It's called against the Trojans. That's their 3rd team foul.
Michael Parker down low, just getting a little bit too aggressive on the offensive side. Henry Ford not scared to shoot the 3, though. Definitely trying to get that established. Going back with this press again. Traverse City easily breaking it, looking to trap in the half court, though. Get it tipped, get it turnover. Back the other way with Henry Ford. That press might be a problem. Walked. Yep.
So far this game, we've seen a litany of turnovers, fouls. We've seen a lot of good defense.
Yeah, unlike the other game, we start off a little bit offensive kind of power, push, whatever you want to call it, where this has definitely been a defensive battle. Turnovers. Right back in this press.
Yeah, you see Holzer, Ryan, and Bixby trying to be the guards leading the charge against this pressure. It's in the hands of Bixby now, and you got two defenders all over the ball.
Whew. They're flying around. Henry Ford is flying around right now.
Ryan drives in, attacks, puts it up, drew contact.
No call. Whew.
Called for a travel.
I like that call. You can't just be going into the hole looking to get a foul every time. You got to make a move to the hoop. I like the ref holding his whistle. Great defense by Henry Ford. Even though they're a young team, they're playing pretty good defense. Uh-oh.
That one's coming right into our living room, and that one's going to be deflected out of bounds. It will stay here with the Trojans.
He got lucky there. They're going to do a real good trap in this corner at the high half-court spot.
I mean, just looking at this Henry Ford team, Noah, like, there's so much room to grow here.
100%.
Like,
if you're coach Kenneth Flowers, you kind of really like what you have set up in the next couple years, especially to be on the road, travel this far. And I mean, even though we haven't seen some scoring, they're playing well with a team that's much older, home court.
And a 4.5-hour travel to get here as well. So,
yeah.
I mean, you got to take that into account.
Definitely. As
we've got a timeout taken, full timeout. We'll keep it right here. And we got some more chats coming through. Yeah, Malik is a tough upcoming guard. Let's go, nephew. Let's go, Jaden. Yeah, thanks for tuning in the YouTube chat. For everybody who doesn't know, you can access the YouTube chat if you're watching on your smartphone or tablet. So if you're watching on your TV, shift over to that smartphone or tablet as you see a nice little, like I said, it's a 1-0 game right now.
Very, very interesting. I mean, Charles, like, what would you like to see Traverse City St. Francis kind of get going on the offensive side? We've seen them kind of be sporadic. I haven't really seen a set run, you know, to see a really good offensive look. It's kind of been just getting it off the press break, kind of out of the chaos. But I would love to see St. Francis kind of set something up solid. Love to see a good play, a good shot at the rim, something they can build some momentum off of.
Yeah, well, hey, if you're just now tuning into the game, I want to remind everyone coming up February 14th here at Traverse City St. Francis High School, the 4th edition of the Northern Michigan Boys Basketball Showcase. Yes, that's right. It's coming back. The showcase returns on Valentine's Day, and we'll be broadcasting it all day long to show you how much we love high school basketball. As we've got the Trojans and the Gladiators here. As Love catches in the corner, this will be a backcourt violation, and stolen. Holzer knocks it out of bounds. That's one of the situations, a good play made by the Trojans to save it. Although
I ain't gonna lie, I think I might have seen Jaden's foot on that on that line there. We won't say nothing to the ref though.
That was Jaden Lonqua who was trying to save it there. Nice pass down low, blocked up top by Lewis Ryan, but we've got a foul coming from the front side of the play. And it's called against Mason Holzer.
That was a great look, though, by their guard, number 1, Eric Basilver.
Yeah, Basilvestre. Here you see it. He's going to drive in, drop it down low, and this is Elijah Owens who's going to go to the free throw line here. First free throw, no good. And, yeah, if you're looking at the scoreboard, it is correct. It is 1-0.
Malik Mack checking in, the freshman, 5'11" point guard. Not going to lie, Charles, it kind of looks like me my freshman year when I got moved up to varsity as well. 5'10", 5'11", smallest guy in the court.
You had braids?
I didn't have braids.
Okay.
I didn't have braids. I had a clean fade. But I kind of wish I had braids, though. I ain't going to lie.
The Dennis Jenkins braids for the Pistons, that kind?
A SGA type of braids.
Okay. So the short ones, not the.
Nah.
Okay, here's an interception. Oh, that's a slick Euro step move right there. Darius Tansel comes in and makes an impact. Down low it goes. Shot fake up, no good. Off the backboard. Can't get it in there is J.D. Carlson. As we've got freshmen coming in for the Gladiators. That's Mikey Bauman.
This Henry Ford team is flying all over the place. Has the St. Francis team just sped up way too much.
It's just the lateral agility, Noah, on display, and the way they're in the gaps, too.
Yes.
Look at if one man gets beat up top, they're coming in gap side presence. And
That's
they're
a legal
trapping,
screen. Yep.
And they're trapping this ball screen action as well. So
wow.
The one thing the Gladiators can do is they can get a cut, catch at the elbow, turn and rip.
Yeah.
That's their way to beat this. Now, for the Gladiators to do that, they've got to get somebody who's comfortable playing at the elbow area.
Right. You kind of just want the St. Francis team to settle in. Just
right.
almost seems like everybody's kind of sped up. And this Henry Ford team's on go. I don't think they've stopped moving.
There's
good
a steal.
Good tip out.
Here's Reef Wickern up and in. Second chance follow. No good for Sutton. And Sutton's battling for it underneath. Kicks it out to Bixby. Gladiators reset. This is their third chance now after that Sutton putback was no good. Look at this defense up top by Owens.
I don't think St. Francis has not one shot that was easy.
There's a floater by Bixby in the lane, around and out. Sutton on the glass again, puts it up and is fouled. He'll go back to the free throw line. He's currently 0 for 2 from the line, and he's battling inside, Will Sutton is.
He is battling. You need these to convert as well, as he's been really the only one that can create some offense getting to the line. But Charles, I mean, this Henry Ford team is not letting any shot up easy. Even on that steal, you had them get back in transition. Jade and Langua contest at the rim. Just love to see that hustle.
Free throw rolls in, and that's a nice friendly bounce for Sutton. First point of the game for the Gladiators comes at the 2:18 mark. And at the first game was a elegant display of offense.
Yeah.
This is a display of defense.
100%.
Second and 2, good for Sutton.
It's good for Traverse City's fans. See the ball going to rim.
Bas Silvestre setting up an open teammate. Freshman from the corner, no good for Mack. And it'll go the other way. Mack had a good look at that from the corner.
Yeah, love that confidence. As soon as he caught it, ready to shoot. Triple threat, grab the ball, right in the pocket.
Here's a pass caught somehow by Bixby.
Oh, my goodness.
Now into the hands of Wickern. Over to Mikey Bauman for the float game, and it's short. Mack has the rebound. Bas Silvestre with the ball at control for the Trojans.
Decent press break, decent look by Trojans.
Step back, Lacroix, no good. Bixby with the rebound. Gladiators can still tie or take the lead as Cooper Sellers hands off to Bauman in the corner. Bauman drives in, has it stripped by Bas Silvestre. Here's Lacroix going up against Wickern and stolen. Back-to-back steals for each team. Sutton, reverse scoop, no good. Up to Bixby for the pull-up, and we're tied at 4. All that to be tied at 4, Noah.
They're letting these guys play. The refs are letting these guys bang.
I mean, they're just like all-out warfare right now on the floor.
They're flying around.
And for two teams and two coaches that want to press and kind of muddy the game up, this is exactly what you would have asked for.
4-4 with a minute left in the first quarter. Probably couldn't draw it up better for both teams.
Mack drives in, trying to cut through two defenders.
That's
stolen
tough.
up top by Bixby. And Bixby on the run out, spinning up, reverse, no good. I think he just played through the contact there if you're Bixby. You got a relative size advantage as Bas Silvestre brings it back down. 40 seconds left in this opening quarter. It's been a fun 8 minutes so far, or near 8 minutes, Turnover.
Oh, my goodness.
Here comes Wickern up to Bauman. Bauman glides in and scores. So that's the first points of the game for the freshman off the bench, Mikey Bauman. And no, I saw Bauman playing an 8th grade game last year. I think he had like 34.
Okay.
It was pretty impressive.
Love to see that layup. Finally take the first lead of the game at 6-4.
Lacroix on a nice hop step, puts it in, and we're back tied at 6.
That seemed a little bit too easy. You've been practicing that move.
Yeah, that was like butter.
Yeah.
This is Cooper Sellers working against Bas
4
Silvestre.
seconds.
Over now to Bixby.
Two.
He's got to put it up. Jake Bixby at the buzzer. Hands it.
Okay.
Bixby with the 18-foot splashdown before the horn sounds. Let's take another look at that one here on your screen.
Nothing but net.
Bixby cans it, and the Gladiators end the first quarter on a 6-2 run. Here's the replay here. He just kind of casually steps in. He almost had that one from 3, Noah.
He did.
He had a foot on the line. and the Gladiators take a 2-point lead into the second quarter of play. Wow, that's been an interesting first half. It seemed like in the last 2 minutes the teams kind of established a rhythm,
Right.
yet also didn't.
Yeah, still chaos. Still a lot of turnovers. Still up and down. Like to see ball security for both of these teams kind of get a little bit better as, first quarter, trying to establish your pace, trying to establish your tempo. But, again, this is what Kenneth Flowers, the coach for Detroit Henry Ford, this is what he wanted to do. He wanted to speed them up. He wanted to play aggressive, use his youth to his advantage. And for the most part, it worked. I mean, down by 2 going into the second quarter. But, hey, Trojans establishing kind of a little bit of offense towards the end. Hopefully they can carry that momentum. And then that was our second buzzer beater, Charles. We kind of got blessed with 2 buzzer beaters back-to-back a little bit. Nothing like my buzzer beater that happened in this gym. If you guys don't know, this is where Noah's Ark was created in this gym. It is Traverse City's gym, but it should be called Noah's Ark Gym, just so you guys can know.
Yeah, so Noah, tell us a little bit about Noah's Ark.
Yeah, so Noah's Ark Sports Academy was a nonprofit organization that I founded last year. We actually had our first annual basketball youth camp in 2025, had over 100 kids there. And, the whole basis of this community-driven nonprofit is to really just train youth athletes and adults in sports, education, and athletic development. Bad turnover there by Jaden Langua.
Back into the game is Buxton, and I like Buxton's game, Noah, just being able to be long, athletic. Haven't seen him do anything crazy, putting it on the deck or anything, but just being a pogo stick to get rebounds and offensive rebounds.
This is a defensive game. If you guys wanted to see a defensive barn bruiser, this is it. Full court defense on both sides.
Bixby puts it up,
He's
and
cooking.
back-to-back makes from the same spot, basically.
He's feeling it.
He's got 5 straight for the Gladiators.
He's starting to feel it. Flick of the wrist.
You knew that
Bottom of
shot
the
was
net.
in as soon as he let it go.
As soon as he let it go.
Three-pointer up by Tansel. No good. Here's Ryan in transition. Ryan with the gather up and in. Off the front of the rim. Had
did he
enough
get that to
English to
go?
spin it.
Good Lord.
That was impressive.
Yeah, Traverse City kind of establishing what they want to do here, turning the ball over, pushing it on transition, getting some easy layups. Definitely intensity has risen in this gym.
Gladiators in the midst of a 8-0 run. 7-0 run, excuse me, as DeMonte Love will go to the free throw line.
And it was kind of almost, we were waiting for Traverse City to kind of get going there. It seemed like they were just a little bit sped up, a little bit too many turnovers in that first quarter. Kind of settled in a little bit in the second quarter. Got some easy points on the break.
As Love makes the first of 2. I want to give a shout out to our cameraman down there, Carter, doing a good job bringing some of these shots of DeMonte Love at the free throw line, looking to make a pair of free throws.
Henry Ford's definitely going to have to make their free throws this game.
There's another good rebound by Will Sutton.
He's all over the board. Right into the press, though.
Yeah, Ryan
right
trying to
into
dribble through it. The Gladiators have a 4-on-3 on the backside of that, but the Trojans get back in defense. Here's an advantage that the Gladiators have. Ryan with the fadeaway. Tough shot. Rebound. Somehow gets out to Mason Holscher. He'll put it up short on the jumper. Lacqua has the rebound. Nearly tapped away from behind. 4-on-3 for the Trojans. They get it down low, and it's off a couple of fingertips, faces, and noses, and the Gladiators somehow get it back.
Kind of forced that one. I'd like to see a little bit of patience on that.
There's a turnover. These teams right now
I think that's
making
his
each
third
other
turnover, number 12.
Yeah, making each other play way faster than each team is comfortable. Oftentimes in basketball, teams that press don't like to get pressed back.
Yeah, no, that's right.
And I think that's safe to say here. You got to learn how to be pressed when you're speeding yourself up as well. That pass goes right through the passing lane.
It's kind of low like the last game. The first half was all about turnovers. Which team can capitalize on it? Definitely happening in this first and second quarter. Lots of turnovers on both sides. Seems like St. Francis capitalizes on a little bit more of the turnovers, but Henry Ford still aggressive.
It's just been the perimeter shooting by St. Francis that's been the difference in the game, primarily from Jake Bixby.
Yeah.
He's got 5 points making from the perimeter on field goals. And outside of that, the game's been pretty evenly matched as Ryan has it up top. And looking for some help. Now finds Bixby. Here's the matchup I think the Gladiators might want to
100%.
go at. With Michael Parker D'ing up Bixby about 30 feet from the basket. They go to the high post. It's stolen away.
Another.
And stolen back by Bixby. Corner look now. Ryan sidestep, gathers, puts it up. Off the rim, no good. Holscher on the rebound. And when you're flying around this much, it's hard to get those defensive rebounds, Noah.
Yeah, just lunky bounces out for St. Francis to get the offensive rebound.
Up top.
And again,
Holscher first to the
bounces.
ball.
Yeah. When you're shooting them outside shots, you got to be, understanding that the ball is going to bounce a lot farther than just them little layups underneath. Got to get contact, got to close out, got to box out if you're on the perimeter.
Late backdoor cut to Ryan and it's stolen away, but back into the hands of Will Sutton. We got a lot of contact. Foul called on the floor underneath. And I will say this. Watch how aggressive this game is, and then look on the scoreboard, and there's only 2 fouls called in the quarter.
The refs are letting it go. Not like it, man. You got 2 teams that don't see each other. Team that traveled all this way. We don't want to hear whistles throughout the whole game. We want to see these guys play, and I think both teams now realize that. A little bit earlier in that first quarter, I feel like St. Francis was kind of looking for the calls. Now they've kind of established, realizing this is going to be an aggressive game, trying to use it to their advantage now.
Up top to Holscher. Goes in, gets to the paint, jumps it up with a little half hook, and it's good. Largest lead of the game now for the Gladiators. First field goal for Mason Holscher, 15-7.
Yeah, good patience on that layup.
Bauman almost had the steal. Here comes Holscher picking it up. Up the floor it
Great
goes.
bounce
That's Lance
pass.
Voss, and Voss able to finish at the rim. So points off of turnovers right now, the biggest factor in the game.
100%. Love seeing the bounce pass. Not too many bounce passes in these parts in high school basketball, but great bounce pass up front for an easy layup. 1-2 off the glass. For Henry Ford, I kind of want to see maybe even like a pick and roll game, some type of sets, as they're kind of just having guards drive and kick and trying to create off of that. It's worked a little bit in that first quarter, but it hasn't really established too much as St. Francis really settled in their defense in the second quarter.
Here's a drive by Love. Gets to the baseline, and we got a foul called. And Love hit the brakes hard, and his feet kind of slid out from underneath him there, Noah.
Yeah, I don't know about that call. Kind of looked like he was a little bit out of control there, but bailout little foul on the baseline, setting up Henry Ford for a play underneath the basket. See if they can set something up here with this set underneath.
I mean, a lot of contact there. We just had a push-off between Holscher and Lacroix. Down low, nice pass, nice find. Down low to Samaj Young. Lacroix setting them up on a silver platter there. Nice assist.
It's like a head fake to then a one-handed dish.
Here's a steal by Owens. Owens
Carrying
going
the ball.
up, and he's going to get called for a carry.
Yep. Good call, ref. Good call. He kind of looked like he wanted to pass it, was stuck between taking it, passing it. A rule of thumb for any young basketball player, make your decision at the free throw line. Don't go in the free throw line not knowing what you're going to do, because definitely a moment like that can happen. Love to see 15 just go hard at the rim on that turnover. Great press breaker by the St. Francis.
Up top it goes. Unable to track that one down was Oliver Hayes. Hayes and Bauman represent, and Tyler Reibel represent a freshman class here for the Gladiators, where they've got all 3 of those freshmen on varsity.
Okay.
Hayes and Bauman, 2 of them.
Got a little bit fast on that lob there. Like to see him kind of maybe even just throw it down to him, get an easy layup instead of a oop in that situation.
A little dribble handoff up top to Basilvestre. Now back, step back. Jay is off the mark. Ryan is going to have the rebound.
Thing is, they're going to hit those. St. Francis kind of sagging off a little bit, packing in the paint, cutting off those driving lanes.
Bauman drives in hard, whistled for a travel.
Ooh.
And he got hit in the chops.
Yeah, that's a tough one. I get what the ref was looking at, but he got banged up pretty good on that.
Let's take a replay of that. Here's Bauman driving in. Boom. You see the head kind of snap back as well there, Noah.
Got to be careful with that. Good trap here.
Oh, nice steal by Voss, and he's on the line.
Ooh, got bailed out there. Great trap by St. Francis. As soon as the opponent crossed half court, they were right there, right next to St. Francis bench, too. Really tough to get out of the trap right there.
Driving inside. That'll be a foul against Bauman as Samaj Young was going to the rack with ill intent. He was looking to attack there.
Yeah, that was kind of a frustration foul, you think, by Mikey. Bauman kind of didn't like that call at the other side of the court. Kind of let his defender get the lane and kind of made sure he wasn't going to finish it. But a little frustration foul as he talking to the ref a little bit.
I'm going to chalk that one up on recency bias, that he got absolutely smacked on that recent possession. So he's going to deliver and dish out a little contact down here as well.
Second quarter, we've seen a little bit of more offense from St. Francis, kind of capitalize on their turnovers. But like you said, we've seen some shooting from the perimeter. And Henry Ford, man, they got to convert on these free throws. They're definitely getting to the line.
There's Bixby, guarded tightly there by Young.
He's there, isn't he?
He's everywhere. Ryan off the mark from deep.
It's a good look, though.
Bixby
Good steal.
getting it back
And
up.
one.
Oh, man, I thought he was going to get the friendly bounce. Jake Bixby will go to the line. Gladiators up by 7.
Bixby kind of really establishing himself in the second quarter, kind of taking over a little bit.
Yeah, he hit the buzzer beater at the end of the first quarter, and so it was 8-6 at the end of the first quarter. Gladiators outscoring the Trojans here 9-4 as Bixby makes the first of 2. Checking back in will be Reef Wickern for Lewis Ryan. The winner of this game will take on Saginaw Nouvel. The Panthers defeated the Grand Rapids West Catholic Falcons earlier tonight in the first of 2 games here in the Traverse City Invitational Tournament.
Good free throw by Bixby again.
Corner it goes to Young. Love. Now over to Owens.
St. Francis really baiting these guys to shoot, packing in the paint a little bit. Really helping on these drives, realizing that Henry Ford's not really looking to shoot from the perimeter, more so attack.
Buxton dribble handoff to Bassilvestre. And here's Love. One thing I've noticed for Henry Ford is they don't really have a guy who wants to go left.
Not at all.
As Wickern has the rebound. Over now to Voss. Oh, Voss got away with the travel. It was right in front of us. The step into the pass would have been the second step there as this one is turned over. Love has it. Here's a 2-on-1 break. Love goes inside, stripped, but a foul.
Good call.
As we got a foul called against the Gladiators. Let's check that YouTube chat line. Yeah, we got Sharon McLemore saying, rebound, Henry Ford, you're giving up too many shots. Why are you giving them 4 shots to the basket? Yeah, they do need to dominate the backboard. We got an update from Gaylord St. Mary and Mansalona. Gaylord St. Mary up 7-6 midway through the first quarter.
Oh, that's a game. That's a game.
Shout out to Nick Wenzel. Nick, keep us updated on that and also that Charlevoix-Kingsley game if you would be able to.
Definitely would like to see Henry Ford hit this free throw and set up their press. Kind of get back into their MO of creating chaos. Makes that one. Love setting up the press right away. St. Francis ready for it, though.
Caught by Bixby. Back to a 7-point game. Holscher kicks it out to Wickern. Wickern guarded by Love. Now swung to Bixby. He's had the hot hand. He's going to pull it off the mark, and a man-sized rebound there.
Look up.
That was DeMonte Love who ripped it down, but they missed the transition opportunity. Love going inside, going left, going strong. Puts it up, no good. Rebound, but tapped right into the hands of Tansel. And he can't finish. Cooper Sellers with the rebound, and the Gladiators clear. 60 seconds left in the first half.
Talk about that left side. Jaden Love's definitely been the only one that's kind of been attacking that left side. Jaden obviously goes at that as well.
Yep. Backdoor cut, miscommunication. They had the backdoor cut there, Noah.
He had it. Not on the same page there. 12, Mason, Holscher just looking to get rid of the ball a little bit too early. I know Holscher's going to want this first half back. He just had too many unforced turnovers that just unnecessary, just getting a little bit too ahead of himself.
Here's a three from the corner,
Oh my
and
gosh.
that's in. Coming off the bench to knock it down is a Darius Tansel.
Freshman. It's almost like he didn't caught that ball, like barely had it.
Yeah, quick release.
Quick
he knew he was
release.
going up with that as soon as he got it. And it's turned over. Tansel has the steal. It goes off the ref who's standing out of bounds. It'll be Gladiator basketball. Tough break there for the
Tough
Trojans.
break.
We saw it right here in front of us. The ref was standing out of bounds, so it's a tough one.
Bigsby was kind of looking down the court, wasn't really watching the ball go into his hands. As he gets subbed out. St. Francis side out here. Holscher controlling the offense. Henry Ford still looking to set up this half-court trap.
Cross court it goes, caught by Sutton. 15 seconds left to play.
Ooh,
Poked
good
away,
hands.
Tansel
Ooh.
trying to get another steal, and that will be the last foul to give for the Trojans. They have cut into this lead. It was at most 19-10. They've
Yep.
scored 5 straight points.
Kind of slowed down on their turnovers.
Oh, nice
Oh.
pass. Bixby, or excuse me, that was Lewis Ryan trying to track that one down on the pass from Cooper Sellers.
Yeah, Sellers looked like he thought he was going to go to the rim. Kind of was more so flying to the corner. St. Francis, though, setting up their defense.
Here's Buxton with 5 seconds left to go. Crosses over, hands off to Longo. He's going to have to pull this. He looks at the clock, puts it up, and it's too strong. And that's how the first half will come to an end. The St. Francis Gladiators take a 4-point lead into the halftime locker room over the Detroit Henry Ford Trojans. We will have our halftime show presented by the Traverse City Cherry Capital Airport coming up after this. Stay tuned. You're watching this presentation of Boys Varsity High School Basketball, the TC Invitational Tournament here on Next Level Broadcasting. Stay tuned. We'll be
Right back. Oh, he's going to pull it. Got it. Condon has it. Left block. Slams it home. The Glen Lake student section, they're pumped up.
Hi, I'm Orion, but you might know me for my business, Professional Seamless Gutters, where we specialize in, you guessed it, everything gutters. New installations, replacements, cleaning, leaf guards, rain chains, and much more. But unlike other service providers, when you call Professional Seamless Gutters, you get me, Orion, not some bum intern or call center recording. So when you're contemplating any services regarding your gutters on your home or pole barn, think Professional Seamless Gutters.
Right back. Oh, he's going to pull it. Got it. Condon has it. Left block. Slams it home. The Glen Lake student section, they're pumped up.
Hi, I'm Orion, but you might know me for my business, Professional Seamless Gutters, where we specialize in, you guessed it, everything gutters. New installations, replacements, cleaning, leaf guards, rain chains, and much more. But unlike other service providers, when you call Professional Seamless Gutters, you get me, Orion, not some bum intern or call center recording. So when you're contemplating any services regarding your gutters on your home or pole barn, think Professional Seamless Gutters.
Right back. Oh, he's going to pull it. Got it. Condon has it. Left left block, slams it home. The Glen Lake student section, they're pumped up.
Hi, I'm Orion, but you might know me for my business, Professional Seamless Gutters, where we specialize in, you guessed it, everything gutters. New installations, replacements, cleaning, leaf guards, rain chains, and much more. But unlike other service providers, when you call Professional Seamless Gutters, you get me, Orion, not some bum intern or call center recording. So when you're contemplating any services regarding your gutters on your home or pole barn, think Professional Seamless Gutters.
Right back. Oh, he's going to pull it. Got it. And has it left block. Slams it home. The Glen Lake student section, they're pumped up.
Yeah, we're ready, Emma. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome in to the Traverse City Cherry Capital Airport TVC halftime show. I'm Charles Trail along with Noah Backus here. We got a 4-point, possession lead for the Traverse City St. Francis Gladiators at halftime here in Game 2 of the Traverse City Invitational Tournament here. The 4 teams are Traverse City St. Francis Gladiators, Detroit Henry Ford Trojans. We had the Grand Rapids West Catholic Falcons, and the winner of the first game tonight, the Saginaw Nouvel Panthers. Noah, through 2 quarters of play between the Gladiators and the Trojans, we saw a defensive slugfest early, and then both teams kind of got into rhythm here.
Yeah.
What stood out to you so far through 16 minutes?
I mean, really the pace of play. I feel like we watched these guys go back up and down. I feel like I was watching a tennis match from last night, Carlos and Severa. My head was going. But the intensity by this young group of Henry Ford, a bunch of freshmen, a bunch of sophomores, and they're playing loose, they're playing chaotic, they're getting TC a little sped up. But I love to see St. Francis kind of get a little established in that second quarter, and now, they see him taking that lead with some outside shooting. So love to see St. Francis kind of keep up that outside shooting and see what they can do in this third quarter.
I'm really interested to see if what we saw in the first half from a defensive standpoint can keep up. Like, are they going to be able to maintain that stamina to exert that same kind of energy in the second half here tonight? For the first 5.5 minutes of the first quarter, there was only 1 point scored.
Crazy.
That's how crazy that these two teams were flying around defensively, just exerting so much energy. And we saw some great defensive plays. I think Will Sutton probably had the play of the game defensively so far with an absolute pin on what Lacroix looked like might be a dunk attempt. So you don't see that one too often, especially we didn't anticipate seeing it at that early in the game.
Definitely.
But looking ahead for this, second half matchup, Henry Ford's only made 1 3-pointer.
Crazy.
Do they need to hit a couple more shots to try to soften up this Gladiator defense in the half court? Obviously, the Gladiators playing full court defense with their pressure.
Both teams.
But in the half court, what do each team need to do to try to loosen it up and get some easier shots?
You're right. Henry Ford needs to shoot a little bit more from the perimeter. I mean, Traverse City St. Francis is putting at least 1 foot in the paint by every defender, cutting off all driving lanes. So Henry Ford really does need to establish some type of shooting from the perimeter, whether it's mid-range or 3, so they can get that defense kind of pulled out a little bit, get those driving lanes back in. But St. Francis has set up their defense. You talked to Coach Sean Finnegan. They kind of feel like they're getting in their groove of late, and so you kind of see that, come out in that second quarter.
Well, a lot more to find out, and that's why you got to watch the game. That's why they play the game. That's why we're here broadcasting the game. Obviously, we got 2 more games tomorrow as well, so mark your calendars. 1 o'clock tip-off for the third-place game. Whoever loses this game will take on the Grand Rapids West Catholic Falcons. Whoever wins will take on the Saginaw Nouvel Panthers. That will be at 2:30.
There'll be some good ones.
2:30 in the second half. So mark your calendars tomorrow afternoon, Saturday. It's the week before the Super Bowl, so you're not doing anything, so you might as well tune in. and watch some championship basketball here tomorrow afternoon in Traverse City during the Traverse City Invitational Tournament. I want to remind everybody, also going on nextlevelbroadcasting.net, Gaylord St. Mary at Mansalona, Charlevoix versus Kingsley. So we've got a trifecta of games going on the network right now. So if you want to slide over to those games while we're still here at halftime, hey, I won't hold it against you.
Not at all.
We're going to go ahead and step aside. When we come back, we'll get you ready for the second half between the Gladiators and the Trojans here on Next Level Broadcasting's presentation of the TC Invitational Tournament. We'll be back after these messages.
Right back. Always going to pull it. Got it. London has it. Left block. Slams it home. The Glen Lake student section, they're pumped up.
Hi, I'm Orion, but you might know me for my business, Professional Seamless Gutters, where we specialize in, you guessed it, everything gutters. New installations, replacements, cleaning, leaf guards, rain chains, and much more. But unlike other service providers, when you call Professional Seamless Gutters, you get me, Orion, not some bum intern or call center recording. So when you're contemplating any services regarding your gutters on your home or pole barn, think Professional Seamless Gutters.
Right back. Always going to pull it. Got it. London has it. Left block. Slams it home. The Glen Lake student section, they're pumped up.
Okay, welcome back. Second half. Here we go. Gladiators and Trojans. Kicked out to Holzer. Teeing it up from three. Off the mark. Will Sutton cleaning up the glass right there for a hard-working man's putback.
Yeah, he's been all over the glass the whole game, though. Will Sutton's been down in the paint, cleaning it up, offense and defensive rebounds.
No, we've got our Look Around Northern Michigan, sponsored by the TVC Airport as we fly around and scoreboard update. Charlevoix up on Kingsley 47-42 with a minute 50 left in the fourth quarter.
Okay.
It is Winterfest, and it looks like a packed house at the house that Haskey built up there in Charlevoix. Gaylord St. Mary, the score update between the Snowbirds and the Ironmen. We're going to update that briefly in a moment. And that is 19-12, Mansalona on top.
That's a good one, too. Both great games. Definitely tune in. Check those two matchups out. Great Ski Valley matchups.
Ski Valley and the Northern Shores Conference. Looks like the Raiders are going to get the win and put the win in Winterfest.
Hey, no short of aggressiveness of going on in this third quarter. Both teams still trying to establish their defensive.
Yeah, exactly. The Gladiators scored the first field goal via Will Sutton in this third quarter. Love now to Bassilvestre from the corner. When we get a chance to do so, next dead ball, we're going to tune into the YouTube chat, see who's chiming in, where you're watching from, what your take on the game is. As Bassilvestre goes, gets some contact. We've got an offensive foul called. Let's take a look at that one. See where this offensive foul was called against.
I think they called it on Porter.
Here you go, Noah. So do the autopsy of this offensive foul.
I think number 32, he called a clear out.
Oh, right there.
Yep,
Yeah.
definitely.
No, actually, I think that was on Owens, 15. My unofficial eye gave me that one. But the offensive foul was justly called.
I was wondering why that lane was so open.
Yeah.
Oh, good look inside.
Backboard unkind to Reef Wickern. And a foul called against Will Sutton.
You kind of don't want that call. Length of the court. Your big dude underneath getting all the rebounds. Just a tick foul right there. St. Francis kind of leaning off their pressure full court. Like we said in the halftime report, would love to see Henry Ford. Oh, good steal by Bigsby here.
Cruising in for the layup is Bixby. And he's got 11 points now to lead all scorers, and we got a timeout taken by Kenneth Flowers, coach of the Trojans, just pleading with his team to slow down.
Yeah.
You know, they were only down by 4 points at halftime, but they almost came out as if they were down by 15 or 16, Noah.
Yeah, this is kind of where experience sets in a little bit. A younger team not kind of understanding what they need to do coming out of the third quarter. See Elijah Owens just getting a little too careless with the ball at the top of the post, and great steal by Bixby for the transition layup. But, yeah, you kind of want Henry Ford to settle in a little bit, kind of want them to establish their defense as well, as that was kind of working for them going out of that second quarter. But St. Francis kind of establishing what they want to here.
So we're going back to the YouTube chat line, looking in. Yeah, we got a lot of people saying that just tuning in, and people saying stay strong for Henry Ford, trying to cheer on them. Nick Wenzel keeping us updated on the scores going on nextlevelbroadcasting.net. Mansalone up 14-22. And Charlevoix right now looks like they might be salting it away, 52-46 with 20 seconds left to go in that one. We've got 6:22 in this one. And it's been a fun night so far here on Next Level Broadcasting. Thanks for making us a part of your Friday night.
Full court man for St. Francis.
No, I got a feeling we might lose a little viewership to the Michigan State game.
Yep, I think everyone's going to start transitioning to that game.
But
Good
there's
three.
a three from the corner pocket. Drops in for DeMonte Love, the second made three-pointer of the game for the Trojans. And if you're head coach Kenneth Flowers, who drew that one in the timeout, as they almost get a turnover in the backcourt. Nice move as Ryan drives through traffic, stops, kicks it to Holscher, up top to Wickern, sets,
Flick.
and
Just off.
Guess who? Will Sutton
Another
on the offensive glass.
Wow. He's been a monster underneath. He's literally just waiting as the shot goes up. He's sitting there 2 feet planted, waiting for that ball to come off the rim, and he's attacking at it. Love to see guys be aggressive at going at the rebounds. As much as people don't realize how much that is important in high school ball, having someone that's aggressive at going at rebounds is huge, especially on the offensive end. Gets the first one to go in, Will Sutton here. Yeah, and like we said, Charles, Henry Ford finally hits a three in this second half, and we said it, they kind of need to establish that three-pointer, that shot from the perimeter to hopefully get this defense to kind of draw them out, stop packing the paint so much.
Will Sutton has been a menace on the offensive glass.
It's both.
He's kind of been the one guy that the Trojans haven't been able to corral. As Longqua puts it down, and we've got an offensive foul called. And that's Lewis Ryan standing in there to draw the contact.
It was a good call.
It was. We a little too far out to show you a replay on that one, but
no, he was there.
I don't think it was even within question that was a charge.
Kind of like to see even Jaden Longwa to kind of see that defender slide over that early. He could have did a little jump stop, little floater game. But I like the aggressiveness.
I will say this, Noah. It seems like the third quarter is being called tighter than the first half.
Yeah.
We've already got 6 fouls called in total.
Yeah, refs might have realized they kind of let him go a little bit too aggressive, kind of want to settle it down a little bit in this third quarter.
Sutton catches at the elbow, kicks to Holster. He's going to sidestep back to Sutton. Sutton, one dribble up and
Sutton,
in.
Man.
You're looking at a young man who's got a lot of potential. I mean, he's only got 8 points in the game, but it seems like everything he's got, he's earned.
Yeah, and it's been underneath the hoop.
Here's Owens catching up top, back to Love. I think a little two-man game between Longqua and Love.
Yeah.
And that's what they go to. Love driving to the Gladiators.
You know, and Henry Ford's kind of switching the MO of St. Francis in the first quarter. They're kind of looking for the fouls too much instead of trying to just get a good drive, good look towards the hoop. See St. Francis here set something up underneath here. Get the ball out.
We got a
wide
long
open
home run pass.
Sutton
is going up. Count it. And a foul. Will Sutton putting on a clinic here in this third quarter of play. Let's go ahead and take a replay of that. So here you go, Noah.
He was loading
the
up
baseball
for the dunk.
pass. He was loading up to try to jam that one in.
Good composure, though. Play through the contact, off the glass, gets the N1. Will Sutton taking over in this third quarter.
Yeah, that was nice work there by Sutton. Nice pass there from the baseline out of bounds set.
Great play.
And a good pass, too. I mean, that play doesn't happen if you don't have an accurate passer standing on the baseline. Because sometimes you draw that one up and people hit the backboard.
Yep, I've seen that happen too many times.
As Alonqua catches, guarded up top by Sutton. There's a foul, and that's the third team foul against the Gladiators. Gladiators in the bonus, so any foul by the Trojans will result in 2 free throws. That's, I think, one of the great changes high school basketball has made, Noah.
Yeah.
Going to the double bonus after 5 shots. Now we just need to get the restricted area semicircle as this one goes off of the shoe but saved into the hands. We've got a foul. Who's it on? Is it on Love? Or we got a timeout. Wow.
Wow.
Quick on the.
These refs are quick on the timeout
Yes,
whistle.
they are.
Let me tell you.
Head coach Sean Finnegan gets a 30-second timeout there. And that foul or travel.
Right.
But
I don't know which was quicker, that timeout or what Mike Kessler did in the first one.
That was quicker.
That was really quick.
I mean, that was like a lightning bolt reaction speed there in terms of getting able to get on the referee and get a timeout called. So we're going to go back to the YouTube chat line and see what we got going on. We got Jasmine Flowers saying go forward. Hey, Jasmine, thanks. And
Could be
Jasmine Flowers. Jasmine, if you're any relation to head coach Kenneth Flowers, I'm going to go out on a limb.
Yeah.
I'm going to go
Say
out
they
on
might
a
know
limb.
each other a little bit.
I bet you watch just as much film. If you're like the significant other, wife, daughter of a coach, you know what that lifestyle is like. As Wickern catches here, corner it goes to Ryan. He had time to.
All day for that shot.
Yeah. Here's Basilvestre.
Look up. Good
down low, and it's broken up. Darius Tansel was there. There's a lot of contact here on this corner. Ryan got absolutely clobbered. We saw a 4-point play in the first game here tonight. And it was a 4-point play that happened earlier on, and it was Olszewski who made it.
Yep.
And it brought the Falcons to within
good pass
1 point.
Underneath.
Oh, man, Buxton couldn't get it to go. That would have been a nice and one opportunity if he could have cashed in for that one, but he'll go to the line for 2.
Just a basic out-of-bounds baseline play. Post goes and picks the other post defender, curls over top, easy pass for Love. Get to the line. Let's get these easy free throws.
Buxton's first is off the heel, too strong.
Man, these free throws for Henry Ford. Got to convert on these easy ones.
Is that why they call him free, Noah?
That's why they call him free. Got to cash those in. Like
Buxton,
to see this one go in.
2nd and 2, trying to split the pair.
Set up their press.
That should be a lane violation.
He was quick, wasn't he?
I mean, I don't know. The naked eye, even my slow eye, saw that one on the whistle there.
He was quick for the putback. He was ready.
As we've got a carry called against Bixby.
It's the second carry call we've seen. We ain't seen that all night.
While we have an opportunity to do so, we want to give a shout out tonight to That's a Pizza. And
sounds delicious.
That's a Pizza. Our friend Troy Hall, one of the sponsors here of productions of St. Francis Gladiator football and basketball. Also, the Carter and Associates State Farm Insurance Agency. Farm Bureau Insurance Agency. Scott, sorry about that one. Take it out of my paycheck. This will be inbounded here by Julius Gwynn. Gwynn checking into the game for, I believe, one of the first moments of this game so far. Getting some action in the third quarter. As Love goes to Gwynn in the corner, he'll jab step. Baseline shut off by Sellers, though. And Gwynn finds some room. Can't knock it down.
You know, it's very interesting. This young team, they don't really run too many sets. Kind of putting a lot on these young players' shoulders to kind of create on their own.
As we've got a timeout taken, or just a substitution?
Sub, turnover. It's going to be Henry Ford's ball. I do like the rotation that St. Francis is doing. They run a great 9 8-man rotation. Keep guys fresh, keep guys going so they can fly around the ball. Constant pressure as soon as you cross half court. Good dish. Good rebound here by Cooper Sellers, pushing it. Ooh, had Will Sutton in the middle. Good steal by Jaden Langwa.
Yeah, just a
Almost had it.
ball going and getting tapped out of bounds. Well, we got an update from East Lansing, 11-5 in favor of the Michigan Wolverines here early on in the game.
Ooh, Wolverines in the Breslin.
Over now to Mikey Bowman. Bowman drops
Good
it down to
dish.
Sutton. Sutton got blocked from behind, a lot of contact, and he goes down as Malik Mack pushes tempo now to DeMonte Love. Oh,
Weird. Will Sutton kind of got hit on the legs there as he went up.
Yeah, he did, like undercut.
Right.
Now
shot.
Lankwa puts it up. That one's off the heel. Rebound, guess who? It's Lance Voss. My guess was as good as yours. And
He's
Sutton's
on the ground.
on the deck. He's everywhere.
Wow. Love that. Hard work. Get on the ground, working, playing hard. He's definitely been the X factor in this third quarter. It's what gave Traverse City the lead comfortably, 30-19.
I tell you what, if I'm anybody at St. Francis, I'm going to the lunch lady and said, I'm having what Will Sutton had for lunch today. He has been all over the place, man.
He's got that Space Jam juice over there. He's drinking on the bench.
That, I mean, his energy, it's
crazy.
It's almost like they took the limiter off of him. As there's maybe a wet spot on the floor. Holscher almost hit the deck.
Watch that. That might come back later.
Lance Voss up top. Holscher's going to put it up, and that's short off the front of the rim. Rebounded
Great
there by
rebound.
Owens. Yeah, exactly. Climbing the ladder to pull that one down.
Yeah.
Here's Silvestre looking for DeMonte Love. The Gladiator lead now up to 11 as that one swung to the corner. Tansel, no good.
His
And
feet
a
weren't
nice
established.
rebound by Carlson.
Yeah. He got to establish himself a little bit more on that jump shot.
Actually, that's Oliver Hayes, freshman. Oh, no, I'm sorry. J.D. Carlson, my bad, man.
They called a foul on that. Just a little bit too aggressive there. Who are they going to call this on?
Looks like it's going on Eric Silvestre.
Yeah. Henry Ford still trying to play that aggressive chaos defense, trying to get St. Francis to turn off the ball. It looks like they kind of settled down a little bit. Way less turnovers for St. Francis in this third quarter. We're going to the line.
That's right. Trojans
Bonus.
over the bonus, and the Gladiators will shoot two. Over the penalty, I should say, to be correct.
Not going to lie, this did not seem like we would see free throws in this third quarter off of foul trouble. It was kind of not so many calls in that first half. A little different in this third quarter. Refs trying to settle down the aggressiveness a little bit.
Nice looking shot from the sideline by our cameraman there, Carter.
Love looking to push right
Yeah.
off of that. Oh, double dribble, right?
Yeah.
He tried to pull off something slick there.
Yeah.
I seen him. He tried to say the defender just tipped it a little bit.
Gladiators go 0 for 2 at the free throw line on that trip, though, Noah.
Got to cover the basket. Okay, they made sure they did on that one.
So here's something of note. That baseball pass we saw thrown to Will Sutton.
Yeah.
The Gladiators won the state championship in baseball last year. Do you think there's any holdover there? Or like, hey, coach, like, let us just throw a baseball pass. We won the chip.
They might call that a state chip. That play might be state chip.
There's a nice pass inside on the interior of the post from Carlson to Holscher. Give the big man an assist.
St. Francis really establishing their dominance here in this third quarter.
Mikey Bauman trying to get on the deck, and that'll be a foul called against him.
Good sportsmanship there. Traverse City helping up the Henry Ford opponent. He's going to the line. Both teams are in bonus. Definitely been a little bit more chippier game here in the third quarter, Charles.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, and a lot more closely called as well.
Yeah. Refs let him play in that first half. Kind of calling a little closer in the second half. First one is good by number 10, Young. Been pretty decent at the free throw line today. Also a really good perimeter defender as well. Been guarding Bigsby here. Just missed the second one. Tipped out by Love, trying to get the offensive rebound. St. Francis ball going the other way.
Yeah, I think with being down by 12 points, both teams in the bonus, one thing you don't want to do is foul. Make each team make shots. The teams really haven't been able to make shots on a consistent basis as Bowman goes down low and getting it right back as Cooper Sellers back out to Bowman.
Ooh,
now we got a foul there.
Yeah.
And I will say this, Noah, the game's been called so much tighter in this third quarter than the first quarter. It's hard to adjust as a player.
100%. You can tell the players are getting a little bit irritated too. I think the refs are picking up on it. Some of these calls they were letting go was kind of more so you can see the intent behind the fouls. Guys are getting a little bit of ticked off there on Henry Ford.
Yeah, you can just see the frustration starting to mount.
Yep.
Like you saw DeMonte Love there, just like, man, like and to his right, that wasn't a foul in the first half.
Right, 100%.
Or you could make the case that the officials are letting the same amount of physicality get played, but the players are not moving their feet as much as they were in the first half and using their hands more because they're more fatigued after playing with this type of energy, and it requires a lot of energy to play at this kind of tempo.
100%.
I mean, if you had to guess how many possessions were in this game, man.
Oh, my gosh.
Over 150?
Yeah, I would have to say. I mean, just the turnovers alone been way more than we saw in the first game, even though we did see a good amount of turnovers in that first half.
Malik Mack back into the game, and there's a turnover stepping on the sideline is DeMonte Love.
This press kind of getting to Henry Ford.
No, one way or another, whoever the Saginaw Nouvel Panthers play tomorrow are going to be going up against a pressing nature team. You think that favors the Nouvel Panthers with their guard play that they have?
Yeah, I would definitely think so. Their guards look like they can easily dribble around the press, but I will say for Nouvel, they don't have too much depth, so this St. Francis press and Henry Ford's press could potentially get them fatigued early.
There's an offensive foul called.
Wow.
That one's going against Jaden Lankwa. Another Gladiators drawing a charge. I believe that's the third charge drew in the game for the Glads.
I think that's the second one on Jaden Langwa too. Kind of just think Henry Ford's a little bit pressing on the offensive end.
And see, since they ran that baseball pass or football pass once, now the pressure has, or the Trojans really have to respect it.
Easy clear out, easy passing because of it.
There's Bowman driving in. That'll be a charge.
Yep. I don't even think Love was trying to. He just couldn't move.
Yeah, man. He just didn't have anywhere to go.
Yeah.
And I think he got up and he said, darn, man. Like,
I wasn't trying to do that.
Yeah, he actually had his head turned to the ball and he just got run over.
I swear he's played like the whole game too, so it could have been fatigue. Like, I can't get out the way.
I mean, here's the thing. When you play the whole game and you get knocked down, you got to milk it, man. You got to stay down there and catch your breath. No, man, I'm just catching my breath, but grab your knee. That way you get a little extra couple seconds as this one goes right through the hands of the intended target, Shamaj Young.
I think Cooper Sellers just tipped it a little bit through his hand-eye coordination off of that pass, went right through his hands. Henry Ford, though, still trying to establish this press, still trying to get St. Francis sped up like they did in that first quarter.
Inbounded, almost stolen away by Young.
Love the intensity, though. Henry Ford still in it, still trying to create something. Only down by 14. That's a couple three-pointers, couple twos, and you're right in it.
How many deflections and total turnovers have we had in this game as Sellers makes a nice catch.
Good
Bixby
pass.
attacking the rack, and he scores.
Great pass. Great break of the press.
I mean, possessions, turnovers, free throws.
It's been the name of the game.
How many times has the ball been inbounded from the baseline or sideline so far? I mean, that's another stat I'd like to keep track of. There's a nice little floater there. That's Malik Mack putting it on the deck.
On the court. Gets a great floater.
Got to his spot.
You know, I will say that young man is way more confident than I was my freshman year. I don't think he even flinched since he came out here.
Bixby back-to-back buckets for the Gladiators, 38-22.
Good routine press break again.
Here's Lankwa putting it up, a little out of control. Bixby has the rebound.
Looks like his
Can
leg gave out a little bit.
Ryan can track it down and beats the buzzer again for this time in the game. The Gladiators beat the buzzer here before the end of the quarter. We're going to go ahead, step aside. When we come back, we'll have the fourth quarter action coming up here on this presentation of the Traverse City Invitational Tournament on Next Level Broadcasting. We'll be back after this.
Right back. Oh, he's going to pull it. Got it. Condon has it. Left block. Slams it home. The Glen Lake student section, they're pumped up.
Okay, here we are, fourth quarter underway. Gladiators up by 18 points over the Detroit Henry Ford Trojans. Charles Strail along with Noah Back is here in Next Level Broadcasting's presentation of the TC Invitational. There's a little love tap up top called against Bixby, and that's the first Gladiator foul.
They weren't calling that in the first half. I'm going to let y'all know they were not calling that.
Yeah, they were not calling that in the first half of the game. I mean, the first half of the game, I mean, it looked like World War III out there.
We were watching a football game.
Buxton inside, puts it up. There's a foul. And Buxton hits the deck. I mean, how many times have we seen somebody go to the floor, get knocked over in this game, or draw an offensive charge?
Yeah, I think Will Sutton's been on the ground just as much as he has points. Like to see them capitalize on these free throws. If they're going to get to the line, especially in this fourth quarter, to eat at this lead, they got to hit these. Yeah, there we go. Friendly roll there on the first one for number 2, Buxton.
Yeah, Robert Buxton right now, he's got 3 points in the game. It's been a tough game for him from the free throw line as well.
He's had his looks.
Yeah, he has, and he's gotten there, and he's athletic. And he banks that one in.
I'll take that. Bank is open. Uh-oh.
Lewis Ryan, yeah, the Gladiators had numbers there, but good transition. D over now.
Yep.
One more to Hayes. Hayes, a freshman playing in this game. 2 freshmen checking in for the Gladiators, getting some time as Hayes catches up top, drives it, puts it on the deck, turns around, gets doubled. Now finds Bixby. Float game off the rim.
Good contact, no call.
And Sellers comes out of there with it.
Get on the ground.
Now Tansel is on the ground. We've got 2 players diving. We got a couple players down. Lewis Ryan is down.
Yeah, he took a couple feet to the face on that rollover.
Let's take another look and make sure that Lewis Ryan's going to be okay. Here's the replay. Tansel and Ryan both going down.
Kind of got rolled over there.
Yeah.
Kind of a little bit to the head as he seems to grab it a little bit, a little dazed.
Yeah, it was a tough shot. You saw it there on the replay. He kind of got the toe. Toe appeared to hit him like kind of in the forehead.
Yeah, I think his head also bounced off the court as he was
checking in to see if Lewis Ryan is okay. They're going to help him up, and
love to see him get up a little bit.
Yeah, he'll get some attention from the training staff here.
Hope he's all right.
Yeah, that was a effort play from him and Adarius Tansel, and there was nothing malicious about it.
No.
Just kind of like how Tansel's foot rolled.
Yeah.
It was a weird physics experiment.
Heading back to the locker room.
Yeah, hopefully he's okay. Dr. Kerr is going to go check him out.
Great hustle, though, by both athletes. That's kind of what type of game we've had, just a grindy, defensive, chaotic game in a way. So it kind of summed up a little bit of the game. Both athletes just on the ground, being physical. Love to see it.
Sellers with it, trying to split this double team. He's unable to do so, and we're going to have another tie-up.
They are playing physical now.
And we've got a 30-second timeout taken by head coach Sean Finnegan of the Traverse City St. Francis Gladiators, just trying to get his team mentally prepared to be strong with the basketball. That's what you got to be locked in right now if you're the Gladiators, because down by 16 points, there's only one recipe for the Trojans to get back in this game, and is get those turnovers and then get something going to the basket.
Definitely. Kenneth Flowers definitely wants his team to still play crazy, flying around, speed up the St. Francis team. You know, they're down right now, but I know Coach knows this is a learning moment for these young guys on the road, traveled, playing a little bit of an older team that's established a little bit this year. And great learning experience for the Henry Ford team, but they definitely can get it back here. A couple of great stops, hit a couple shots, and we're in the game. See what St. Francis has on the inbound. Oh, he had a good look in the middle there.
Yeah, I thought he had Hayes, just didn't pull the trigger on it. Here's Bixby, guarded by Lanqua. Over now to Sellers. Sellers drives in, gets to its 2-foot jump stop. Now to Bixby, head fake, gets to the paint. Gladiators with 6:45 in the game. Hayes with a show and go, lefty flip, gets his own miss. Out to Bixby.
St. Francis definitely been a little bit more patient than they have been usual, trying to take their time, get a decent shot. Good hands by Love. That's been a decent matchup all game, Love versus Bixby, when they've been at each other. .15, Elijah Owens checking in for
Lanqua, yeah, one of the first times Lanqua was checked out of the game.
Quick breather for him.
Cooper Sellers spinning his way into the paint, kicking it out. We've
Good
Wickard one more. The ball is spraying around the perimeter,
Great
and there's
basketball.
a triple by Mason Holscher. That's what you get when you move the basketball. You get the drive sprayed out and the extra pass.
Yeah.
And, you know,
Pass
Sellers
up.
made the play,
Ooh.
but Wickard got the assist because he
100%.
made that extra pass. Up the floor it goes to Wickard. He'll
Pass.
slow it down. Cooper Sellers at the controls for the Gladiators. Splits it, 2 feet in the paint. Kicks it out. Wickard now he'll take the shot. And this one's off, but tracking down the rebound is Sellers. Good hustle play by him. Over now to Reef again.
The unlucky bounce is far out. Henry Ford, though, has got to get a body on these perimeter.
Yeah.
Oh, good tip, though, right there.
Holscher now to Sellers in the corner. Kind of goes through his legs.
He was going to shoot that.
He was open. And I will say, with the reaction time of this Trojan defense, that shot's got to go up quicker than what you are typically accustomed to having, you know, getting ready to gather your shot.
Yeah, Sellers is definitely looking to shoot, though. Hands are active, though, on this Henry Ford team.
The hands and the feet, I mean, the ability for them to close space. The Trojans, I should say.
Oh, you don't like to see that.
Love the reaction there by head coach Kenneth Flowers, just living and dying.
Those are tough ones, man. Those are tough ones.
When we get back, we'll go back into the YouTube chat.
You know, Robert Buxton definitely wants that back. Sophomore, just went right through his hands, probably thinking about the next move instead of looking the ball in. Great trap here, though.
Bixby across and nearing the three-point line. Holscher looked at the three-pointer and turns it down. Gladiators up by 19. If you're just tuning in, it was a 4-point halftime lead. Bixby puts it up, too strong.
He was cashing that in the first quarter.
And there's a rebound by Malik Mack. The smallest man on the floor comes away with the rebound, Noah.
Crazy. I know I wasn't doing that my freshman year.
You can run a little pick and roll here.
Okay,
crossing up against Wickard. And dribble handoff now. Tansel steps on the sideline. That's a tough one because he had a good handle at the ball.
Yeah.
And he felt like he was getting into his move, and his foot just stepped on the sideline.
That's a tough one. Tough break there. Kind of run into that when you don't play on this court all that much.
Right. Here's Cooper Sellers, down low, goes to Wickard. Hop step into the paint, kicks it out. Sellers letting it fly, and around and out.
Good
Bixby,
rebound.
offensive rebound. Now inside to Reef Wickard, and lefty lay is off, but he got fouled, and will head to the free throw line for a pair.
That was a great ball cut to the hoop. Made himself open. Great pass. Now he's rewarded going to the line. Again with these freebies.
So this is Reef Wickern at the free throw line. As we have a chance, we'll check in on this YouTube chat. Got to go all the way down to the bottom here. We got people tuning in from Australia.
Okay. Jeez, that's probably the farthest we've had, huh?
Australia is definitely further than what do we have Wednesday night? Tasmania? No, not
Macedonia or what?
Macedonia.
Macedonia. Hey,
Somebody says, I love the petite small town vibe. Totally groovy.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's groovy up here.
We got the groovy comment.
And hey, this one is a good one. Somebody said, man, Salona, beautiful in the summers.
Hey, if you're looking at me and Charles on this broadcast and you're saying groovy, I'm with it.
So we got one. Here we go. Sharon McElmore says, nephew, the biggest man out there.
Okay. Traverse City St. Francis running a trap.
Oh, by 19, man. It's a good way to keep possession of the basketball.
Yeah,
as
good offensive
Buxton,
rebound by Buxton.
Yeah, he finished that one. He didn't want to go to the foul line, but he got dropped in the easy field goal. We got a foul here. Reef Wickern is coming right into your living room as he almost slid right into our broadcast table.
I was going to help him up. I was ready. I've been ready all night, I ain't going to lie. Henry Ford need a quick sub. I'm ready to go.
How long would you last playing defense like this, Noah?
I got about a minute in me.
Okay.
I got a 3, and that's about it. Check me right about out after that.
Okay.
These two bionic hips don't move like they used to.
Here's Mason Holzer over now to Bixby. Sellers now catches. Back up top to Holzer. We got halfway through the fourth quarter left to play. As the Gladiators
right
right
a little bit
now,
more composed on this offensive side now. Just trying to eat the clock a little bit. Good dish.
Yeah, that was nice. Will Sutton back in the game, and he's called for the travel.
A little out of control there.
You know, you said good dish there, Noah, and it's crazy because that gap closed so quick.
So quick. He had a little no look to it, but great look to Sutton. Sutton kind of would like to see him almost give a little head fake, kind of a little bit patient. Oh, good look.
There's a nice pass to Samaj Young down low. But you said, good dish. And as soon as that ball gets there, if you fumble the ball one time, you got a swarm of bees.
Attack.
Yes.
Couple hand swats.
Yes.
Good dish, go up.
Will Sutton strong, count it, +1.
He was ready this time. He was ready this time.
I'll have what he's having.
Yeah. He was looking for contact, already going to the rim. Great explosion. Will Sutton, man, it's been the difference maker here for the St. Francis in the second half here.
I say the point-wise second half.
Yeah.
All game long, though, bringing that energy, bringing that grit, just being able to do things that really he's the only player on the floor that can do them.
Set the energy for St. Francis for sure.
Up the floor it goes to Buxton. Drives in, back up top to Love. Yeah, he almost did drag that pivot foot. Lanqua is called for the travel.
Yeah. They've been calling that in the game before this one and this one. You got to be careful with that hop step.
And it's in between dribbles on the hop step,
Every
Noah.
time.
Here's
Flying.
Sellers. Like, you got 3 guys on the ball up top, and they still got 2 guys back there playing against 3 on defense.
You like the effort, though. Henry Ford's really just trying to fly around, create havoc. St. Francis, though, they saw it in the first quarter, saw it in the second. Now in the fourth quarter, they're really well ready for the chaos.
Here's Reef Wickern to inbound. That ball's going to
Toss
get – oh, wow. Sutton climbs the ladder, goes up, puts it up, blocking foul called. Ooh, man.
That man jump.
I got to say this. Will Sutton, you got to play a game tomorrow, son.
Yeah, I need to see what he's doing
Let's
for
take
his vertical
let's take a replay
workout.
on that one here. Producer Derek, can we cue that replay? Yes, we can. Here it is. I mean, he had one thing on his mind when he caught that pass and the defender went by him.
I swear he wants a dunk. The way that he's jumping, he needs one.
And that one goes down.
Good flick, good flick.
Sutton's got 14 points in this game, and I'll say for him, he's a long, rangy, athletic forward.
Yeah. Not going to lie, coming into this, I didn't expect him to be this aggressive on the boards, and it's proving me wrong for sure.
He was so aggressive there that he wanted his own rebound on his free throw that he was called for a lane violation.
We've seen that a couple times in this game.
And he's got that body of a guy who you look at and go, I bet he's got springs.
Yeah.
Like long legs, long arms. You know, in our day, Noah, that was a guy from Boyne City named Ryan Carson.
Yeah.
Who could absolutely fly.
Mr. Bounce. I wish we was on our team. We needed that.
He could absolutely fly. And Will Sutton, I'm going to say, in his career, he's going to have a couple posters at his graduation party.
He's definitely going to have him posted up.
There's Bixby carving his way, and that's rejected by Lankwa. Lankwa gets up there to turn that one away.
Aggressive block. Coach looks like he's going to the subs, though. Here come the young guys. If not, they've already been in, but here comes more young guys. Good showing for Young and Love and Langwa and Buxton. Looks like Coach kind of going to the bench, get some other guys some PT in this matchup.
Yeah, right now, Gladiators with 2:20 left, just trying to salt this one away. Still up by 16. Kind of got into this like lull in the game here in this fourth quarter where both teams are still pressing. And there's the
he almost had it.
He almost had the jam.
I'm not calling it a dunk. I'm not calling it a dunk.
I can't give him that one.
No,
but
I can't.
If he gets a fast break, you know what he's going up to try and do.
I mean, I can't get that high up, so I shouldn't be the one to say that's not a dunk, but I got to see the rim grabbed by his hands.
That's an impressive play, though. Here's Sutton trying to get out in transition again. Might we see it here?
He wants it.
Nope, he's just going to go up strong. Go up strong. Turn around is in.
He's
Will
dominating.
Sutton, man, yeah, he's got 18 points, and everything he's had has come right near the basket. I mean, it seems like
easy enough.
Not only – I would like to see his shot chart right now.
It's going to be all underneath the hoop.
Yes.
2 feet in the paint at least. And then the free throws.
The free throws. And, I mean, you say 2 feet in the paint. Obviously, he's got a couple times where he's only had 1 foot in the paint. He's jumping from 8 feet away for a layup attempt.
Yeah,
Playing like a man with no fear, like somebody who's not afraid to fall to the ground and smack the floor.
Yeah.
That's,
I want to see his dunk package. I think he's got a nice dunk package.
I bet he does, too, because we also saw him get up there and block one off the backboard.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of youth on this Traverse City St. Francis roster. I mean, you look at this, they only have – 2 seniors on the roster.
Right.
And that's Lewis Ryan and Will Sutton.
So you look at this team next year, lots of people coming back. Maybe for both squads. We talk about Henry Ford.
Oh, yeah.
Super young. And, I mean, the way that they're playing, no fear. Coach got them running this defense that's chaotic, that gets the other opponents, flustered. I mean, they had them in the first quarter all over the place, but, you would think this Henry Ford team is only going to grow over the years.
1 senior on the roster for Detroit Henry Ford, and we've got another whistle. I think the officials are so used to blowing the whistle that
I was going to say, wait, what?
It was just
okay. He wants to restart it.
Inadvertent whistle there. Mack passes down low. Tansel trying to get his way into the paint. Mack gets it back. Floater way up. Comes down with nothing on that one as we've got to travel. I'd love to be keeping stats of this game, Noah.
Yeah, he's over there just turnover.
I bet that iPad they've had plugged into 3 or 4 different chargers because the statistician for the Gladiators over there keeping turnovers and rebounds and assists. Like, you better keep that fire extinguisher close to that iPad, man. There's been about 200 possessions in this game.
I would like to see Henry Ford kind of set up something here. Get these guys that don't get too much playing time, decent offense experience. And that's what you call it, man. Good experience for this Henry Ford team coming all the way to St. Francis in the Invitational. And listen, they're going to have a matchup tomorrow going against West Catholic.
Yeah, that was a really good game between the 2 teams that we saw in the first of 2 tonight. It was Grand Rapids West Catholic and Saginaw Nouvel if you're just now tuning in. And there should be I'm just going to put it out there and say the championship tomorrow between what looks like it'll be the Gladiators and the Panthers.
Yep.
I'm really looking forward to the guard matchup.
Oh, yeah. I want to see what Bigsby does going against R.J. Kelly.
Yeah.
It's going to be a great matchup. Great coach teams. Pressing teams, teams that like to speed up.
Under a minute left to play here. Bixby hands off to Hayes. And Hayes now to Lance Voss. He'll take the elbow jump shot short off the rim.
Not a bad shot.
Rebounded by Gwynn. Yeah, I think right there you probably just would rather have the ball than the shot.
Yeah, kid that probably doesn't get too many of those up, though, wanted it.
Three-pointer up, high arcing shot, no good for Wilmer. And it's Sellers coming out of there. Let's see if they continue to keep the pressure on. Down low to Hayes, and it's turned over.
I think he did it to get the subs in. I don't think he was intending for that pass to even be in play. I think he wanted the subs to come in.
Yeah, speaking of those substitutes, it'll be Tyler Reibel, number 22, and Brennan Ludka, number 14, checking into the game.
I remember these minutes in my freshman year. Just come in, 20, 30 seconds, get that little bit of experience, let that little varsity feel.
Oh, Ludka almost got the steal.
Establish a foul, maybe, you know.
Get in the book.
Get in the book.
Or you just get to play longer. If you get that foul, you're on the court longer.
I mean, I always wanted the people in the stands to see the shoes, the fit. I was looking crispy out there.
Noah, I can envision you as a freshman, man. You probably couldn't even see your socks. Your shorts were so long.
I was
coming
about
down.
to say it was a different era. I had the baggy shorts, and East Jordan. We didn't have the top-notch uniform, so I was definitely sagging a bit. I ain't gonna lie, my jersey was a little bit 2 sizes too big.
Like if you caught a fresh breeze outside, you're probably gonna go catch some air.
I mean, one crossover, I'm looking like and one mixtape with everything sagging.
Hey, there's a three-pointer up, no good. Offensive rebound, trying to step through and going down to the ground is Jack Young. That was Brennan Ludka who got the three-point attempt up.
The crowd wanted it. Everyone
The
was standing
student
up.
section here was ready to erupt. As this one is off of the mark, as that will do it here. In the second of 2 games from the TC Invitational Tournament, the Gladiators take this one 50-28. And we're going to welcome you in here courtside to our broadcast booth here. As I'm Charles Strail, Noah Backus. The Gladiators win this one. They'll take on the Saginaw Nouvel Panthers tomorrow night at 2:30 for the championship game. Looking forward to that one, obviously.
I'm excited about that one. R.J. Kelly going against Bigsby. Can't get any better than that.
Bixby, Holscher, and the crew for the Gladiators. R.J. Kelly, if you're not familiar, watch the highlights from the first game tonight. He had a 30-piece in the win over.
Cooking.
He was absolutely getting into it and getting busy earlier on in this game. And, well, looking forward to tomorrow afternoon. It's Saturday. Michigan and Michigan State are playing tonight, so pencil yourself in for a 2:30 or a 1 o'clock tip for the third-place game.
Yep.
And then the 2:30 championship game here from Traverse City St. Francis High School. Gladiators and Panthers in the championship game. We want to thank our whole production crew tonight.
Yes.
Thank you, Charles Strail, Noah Backus, our executive producer tonight, Emma Brown, our men running the sideline, and Derek and Carter and Bert already doing a great job on our main shot camera work here. Next Level Broadcasting finally saying good night from Traverse City. We'll see everybody tomorrow for the third place and championship game of the TC Invitational Tournament. We'll see everyone then, and go green.
Take
good
care.
night.
Like that. Always going to pull it. Got it. London has it. Left block. Slams it home.
The Glen Lake student section, they're pumped up.